War. War never changes. But the field of battle moves. Some battles are fought on land, some in the air, and some are dropped from above, like the one that ended the world 200 years ago. Yours takes place on the sea. Your quest for a home, somewhere to survive the nuclear winter, has brought you here, to the castle, where surrounded by Preston Garvey and his Minutemen, you make plans to lay siege on the great pre-war battleship, the USS Massachusetts, and its raider crew with their leader the Deacon, that is currently destroying what's left of the Commonwealth. So, it's a yo-ho-ho and a bottle of rum. It's time to save the wasteland from some raider scum. I hope you have your sea legs, because war never changes. I'm RxOliver, these are my friends, and this is Fallout, last but not least, Act 3, The Battle of Boston Harbour. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Hello.
This is it, Act 3, the finale, the epic battle.
Claim of the boats.
The Battle of the Boat. So you finished the last session at the castle, and I think we decided you were going to spend the night there and assault in the morning, so you had time to rest up and do anything that needed to be done, repairs to any armor or anything like that. Is that right?
Yep, exactly.
Okay, so I'll put us onto a new map in a moment. There's no need for us to go onto the castle map again, although that is a wonder. In fact, yes there is. So let's just show it off to the viewers again, in case they're just catching this one as the first one. Let's show them that wonderful map. Where is it? My friend Scruff GM made this map for me. And this is the castle after being liberated from the Queen Mirelurk. So it's not yet had anything built on it. We may have that later. The Minutemen are going to make this their home. That was the deal you agreed. You would help them take it back for their home if they helped you take the USS Massachusetts from these raiders, the smokers, to make it your home, your settlement, the place that you've been looking for, somewhere to call your home.
Looks great.
So, before we get started on the siege of the USS Massachusetts, anybody got anything they want to do in the night, in the morning before?
We're definitely gonna cook up and distribute that Queen Mirelurk meat we got.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think in between sessions I've actually taken off 1 unit of Mirelurk per person. You probably, to be honest, because there's all those Minutemen, remember there was numerous Minutemen, we can probably just scrap probably all the Mirelurk meat from your inventory, right? How much did you have?
There's the queen meat, though. The queen meat is obviously for the war heroes.
You guys could keep the queen meat while everybody else feasts last night on the normal meat. So you've got, let me see your, have I got your gear in here? I do. What have you got? Food. 18 Mirelurk meat. So yeah, let's say the 18 Mirelurk meat gets eaten. The 18 Mirelurk meat is gone, but you could keep the 5 Queen Mirelurk meat and the 7 soft shell Mirelurk meat. Let's say you've still got that, but the 18 gets eaten between everybody. So everybody is well fed. And I would say that at the castle, you have the one night to set some stuff up, and I would say that the first thing that gets built by Preston and the Minutemen after some beds would be a water pump, so you've got some clean water, so everybody can have a drink of clean water as well without us having to take anything from your group inventory. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
And I'm going to say that there was enough time for beds to be made for some of you, so all the Minutemen recruit are not going to have beds made for them, so they're not going to have well rested in the next scene, but you'll all have well rested, and Preston and the Minutemen General will have well rested. You all had beds last night. But was there anybody who had anything else they needed to do, like a mod to an armor or a weapon or anything? And we can maybe say there was enough time to get that one bench built. Anybody have anything they wanted to do?
I don't think so.
I didn't really prepare anything yet, so
I think Brock is going to be more ready between adventures for modding things.
After this one, there's going to be a little bit of downtime between this one and the next one, so
That'll be a perfect time.
I think you're all pretty well equipped for this one. So before we move on to the next screen, disclaimer, which I've already told you guys before we started, but disclaimer to the viewers. The way I've set it up, some mechanics that I'm using are kind of experimental, so I'm not 100% sure if I've got the balance right or not. It might be just an absolute instant easy TPK. They might steamroll it, like they have done some things, but it might also be a steamroll TPK. If it works out that I've got the balance completely wrong in this one, I've promised the guys that they can wash up on the beach later and live if a TPK happens, because I wanted to give them, I don't want them to be a TPK in their campaign because I got the balance wrong when I was being experimental. So if I've got the balance wrong and you all get TPK'd, it's going to be a wash up on the beach later job. This one time only, okay? I'm sure you won't though. I'm absolutely sure that's not going to happen, so.
Everybody's speedboat getting sunk on the way in is a really,
well,
really bad way to go.
That's the thing. I've made up some mechanics for how the speedboats are going to work, and it's going to be quite experimental, and that could just all go absolutely tits up very fast. So I wanted to make sure that I'm not ending your campaign because I got the balance wrong in something. If I got the balance wrong, we will work around it. But anyway, is there anything else?
Sounds good.
No, I don't think so.
Oh yeah. Also, everybody was ready before me when we were playing today. Everybody had their cams on in the voice channel ready before me, who was 5 minutes late. So that's 1 AP per player. So you're starting tonight's game with 4 action points. I have 3 from the previous session. So I'm going to put us on the world map for a minute. Thanks again to Scruff GM for that castle map. Out here in the Boston Bay is the USS Massachusetts. It had previously blown up buildings around the Boston Harbour area, and you've had a run-in with the smokers. Spoke to their boss, the Deacon, on his radio, who offered peace, and you said no. You've joined forces with the Minutemen, and you're going to lay siege on the battleship, and you've got 3 speedboats to do it in, and I've built some rules about how that's going to work. So I'm just going to move you to that map, and we're going to talk about that, how this is going to work. So the first part of tonight's adventure is going to be you trying to land on the boat. You're never going to take this boat if you don't land on it. So there's a 3rd boat down the bottom of the screen. I've left it separate from you guys so that if things are taking too long in this scene, we can ignore that one and just say that the guys on this side of the boat are dealing with it. That one's all NPCs. Up in these 2 boats here, we have a mix of PCs and NPCs. You guys can switch around if you want to, but at the moment, the way I have you laid out is we have Preston in one with a Minutemen rifleman, Turok's dog, Brock, and a Minutemen recruit. And then in boat 2, we have Demglow, 4 Minutemen recruits, and Tommy, Happy Tommy Doyle.
At least this time he can't escape.
We can't run away. We have some new rules for how the speedboats manoeuvring is going to work. I'll zoom out on the map so you can see how far away from the battleship we are starting. There's going to be a number of smokers on this front bit shooting at you. So you all have a minigun attached to your boats. In your speedboats, 1 person can use the minigun each round, but 1 person can assist them. It's a mounted minigun, so I'm going to say 1 person can help steady it. You're going to get a 1 person assist on each round of shooting. 1 person can pilot the speedboat, and 1 person can assist them. The speedboat can move 1 or 2 zones per round. If you move 1 zone, you may make a piloting check, and your number of successes will be added to the target number for the raiders to hit your boat. I've got it all written down. If you travel 2 zones by sprinting the boat by going flat out, you will not get the chance to increase the difficulty for you, your boat and your crew to be hit, and everybody that's shooting from your boat will get a +1 increase in the difficulty to any shots they're making. So that's the rules about how the boats are going to work. Very experimental. It could absolutely just go tips up. Let's see.
What's the range of the minigun?
The range on the minigun, I think as standard is medium.
Medium, alright.
Yep. So the first shots of the first round are going to probably be at difficulty 5, because there is some serious distance between you, and there's some other factors at work here. It can never be higher than 5, though 5 is the maximum. So you might, what that does is it gives you some options to think about. Are we going to try and get there as fast as we can? Are we going to try and zigzag there and try and be as hard to hit as possible? How exactly are we going to do this? Are we going to have that person assisting the driver, or are we going to have that as an extra person shooting? You've got your resources, you've got your rules. Next, I guess, I'll get you to roll your initiatives.
Alright.
It's not roll your initiatives in this game, as you know, it's just pop your initiative up because it's static.
So, our Mirelurk Queen steaks that we cooked up here, they make it so that they reduce the difficulty of all endurance tests by 1 for a scene. So whoever is minigunning should have some tasty queen on the ride out.
Right. So, well,
who has big guns?
How many?
Well, I got big guns.
How many queen meat did we say there are?
I think there was like.
I thought that there was like 5. I think
so.
Lot.
If there is 5, how about we just say that the 4 of you and Preston all had some?
Yeah. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh, do you know what I did? I actually deleted the wrong one, so I need to delete this one as well now. Okay, so you all have, the 4 of you and Preston have eaten some Queen Mirelurk meat, and that means that you, what was it? Endurance tests are reduced difficulty by 1 to a minimum of 0 for the entirety of this scene.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It'll make the minigunning good.
It will make the minigunning good.
Brock doesn't have like the best big guns, but it's something.
I thought this would be fun because at this stage, not many people are going to put much in big guns, and also no one's going to have much in pilot.
Yeah,
well, I've got nothing in pilot and I got 2 in big guns, and it's attacked skill, so I really should get on that gun.
Yeah. When you get to the boat, I've not really... There is kind of some zones drawn on the boat, but when you get to the boat, I've got a new map that's got slightly better zones on it. Is everybody's initiative up?
Dimglow is firing on the other boat.
Yep.
So you've got Dimglow on the gun on boat 2, have you? Who's on the gun on boat 1?
I think Brock is, right?
Okay.
What do we have?
Yeah.
Boat 1 is Turok and Brock.
Mm-hmm.
Brock's got 9 for his target number for this minigun. Okay.
And then you've got Happy and Dimglow in this one. Happy, what's your target number for a minigun? Endurance, big guns?
Fucking probably 98. Let's see. Big guns, endurance, rank 0.
Endurance.
Endurance is 5.
5. So yeah, I think Dimglow's the better shooter in that. And who are you going to have piloting that boat then? Is it going to be Happy, or is it going to be one of the Minutemen recruits?
I'm going to be the pilot because that seems like the one place that I would be in the boat, because it probably means that I can't get shot.
And who's... Well, no, I've got a rule for that as well. There's another new rule that I'm going to introduce to you in a second, actually. Who's going to be the pilot in boat number 1, in the red boat?
I mean, I don't have any piloting ranks, but I have a Dildy 9, so maybe I could do it.
Maybe let me have a look at what Preston says.
Oh, is he in the boat with us?
Preston's in your boat.
No, he's in the 3rd boat. Oh yeah, he is.
So Preston's got an agility of 8 and
A penis.
he's got no pilot. I'll need to actually add it just as a 0. Yeah, he has no pilot. So you're actually the best pilot for that boat, I think, Max.
Okay.
Preston
'Cause I
has the 8
probably
agility, though, so Preston can do the assist. I'm going to give... So, each pilot can get 1 assist per round. Each gunner can get 1 assist per round. So, when the enemies shoot at you, because you are far away from them, and you'll see the weapons they're using in a minute, we'll explain the reason why, they're going to be aiming at the group as a whole. So each boat is a group. Within that group, when they hit it, I'm then going to roll a dice to see what it hits. And 1 to 2 is going to be PC1, 3 to 4 is going to be PC2, 5 to 6 is going to be PC3, PC/NPC, etc. Up to 11 and 12 is PC6. 13 to 18, they hit the boat, and 19 or 20, they hit the minigun. The miniguns have 16 hit points. If they want to target the minigun specifically, that's just an increased. They've got an individual target number, difficulty to hit of 2, but they've got 16 hit points. Your boat has 36 hit points, just so you know. So there's a lot at stake, a lot going on here. There's a lot of variables.
I got a question.
Yes?
Are those fuel tanks on the boat?
Yeah, we'd have a fuel tank.
Okay, so this turned into a Call of Duty mission.
What do you mean on the big boat? Are they fuel tanks?
Yeah.
Right. So let me have a look at the big boat. I've not got it on screen for the viewers. So on the big boat, this is not a very accurate map because this is more like a cruise ship or something than a battleship. So it's not going to look totally like this. No, those aren't tanks. Those are just like windows. They'll be like, that's like a glass, like a plastic glass window looking down into something underneath. Here, that section should be fog of war, so you shouldn't see that section because it's under a roof. And you shouldn't see this section as well. These things here are platforms that have kind of legs that can raise them up. And on these platforms are the very, very large, like, artillery guns, the huge big ship guns, the things that they were blowing up the Commonwealth thing. So there's a couple of big guns on this, one really huge gun on this, and a couple of other big guns. So that's where the guns are situated. You'll be pleased to know this whole encounter is going to be you're at too close range for them to use them against you.
So, technically...
Those are the ones with like 30 damage dice, those bad boys.
Okay, so they can hit our boats.
No, not with them. No. You're too close range for them to use the artillery guns on you.
So, technically, we could just go around and attack from the back and board the boat from the back.
If you do that, I'll just move them all to the back.
Alright.
They'll just run back.
Yeah, you could fuck with the way I've set it up if you want, but I've got a plan for that. I'll just rush them to the back of the boat if you do that. But that's where their guns are. Their guns are at the front of the boat. The boat's coming to... Right, so the boat's currently still... It's moving at the moment. Slowly, but it's moving and it's coming towards Boston Harbour. So you're coming from Boston Harbour towards it.
Alright, so if they have to move to the back, but they have to keep their big guns at the front, then an attack from the back might be the most route to go.
I hadn't thought of you actually doing that to me, but you could technically do that and then they wouldn't have their miniguns. I've got something else up my sleeve in case you do that though, actually. There is something up my sleeve.
So what do you guys think?
We could probably try to like deal with some of the dudes on the deck on our way back there too. Just kind of try to get close enough to pick some of them off. I don't know. There's those artillery guns too towards the middle. But I kind of think that just work on anybody who's firing at us as we work our way around. Good to me.
Well, the thing is, at the front there's miniguns. At the back, they just got their normal pipe guns, probably.
I'm too busy driving.
Well, there's like the big ship cannon artillery stuff kind of there, though.
Yeah, but that
right? It could reach us from there.
Well, if you stay close near the boat, it'd be hard to kind of look down.
Okay, yeah.
The big cannons.
Sure.
Okay. So let's say we discuss this plan and we just go past it and attack it from behind.
Is that the plan? You're going to try to go around the back?
Put it in its butt.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
If
So-
everyone's fine with that.
Unless anybody would like to spend a luck point to go before him, Preston's going first. Okay, so Preston, with you not having moved yet, Preston's just going to take the really impossible long shot. So, that's medium, long, extreme. It's extreme range, and he's got a medium range gun, I believe. So it doesn't get any bigger than extreme. Extreme is just extreme, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Nothing that makes you get 5.
Preston's laser musket has a range of long actually. So extreme is only 1 longer than long, right? So even at this, his difficulty is only 2.
Mm-hmm.
pretty cool.
So Preston's going to
Is he gonna aim?
Preston's going to no. So here's the thing, right? Because the boats are moving, there's nobody's going to be able to use aim.
Okay, I was just making sure.
There's no aim for you because of the way the boats are always moving. Aim's not going to be a thing. It's not going to be steady enough. So Preston's going to take a shot that seems impossible at that guy. Let's see how he gets on. Would you like to spend any action points, guys, on Preston's first shot of the first roll of the game?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Use them all.
I do have one more question before we really get into it.
Okay.
Is how much minigun ammo do we have?
Unlimited until it becomes a problem.
Okay. Time
So
to make it a problem.
the miniguns on the boats will be like a Fallout NPC. They have unlimited ammo until they die. When they die, you roll for it.
I'm talking about our minigun.
Yeah, when you finish using it, we'll roll for it.
Okay.
Roll for it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so he's going to take what seems like a very difficult shot. He's not adding any extra dice. 1 success. Oh, is it not a tagged skill for him? That sucks.
Makes no sense.
It is tagged. That should have been 2 successes. I don't know why that's.
It's only got 5 for energy weapon.
Oh yeah, it was a 6. Yeah, he's rolled a 6 and not a 5. That's
Yeah.
why. Yeah. So he only got 1 success. So Preston, unfortunately, misses. Now it's the Minuteman General, who is down here. So I think for now we are going to play these guys. We're going to play them. So the Minuteman General is going to take the same shot, but the Minuteman General's range is medium, so it's going to be a difficulty of 3 for the Minuteman General.
Mm-hmm.
No hit. And after the Minuteman General, it's Turok. And Turok, I believe you are the driver.
Mm-hmm.
So who's going to be your driver's assist? Are you going to take a driver's assist or not?
I'm gonna have one of the recruits assist me.
Okay, so let's say it's number 3 then.
I'll roll for the recruit real quick while you do your pilot.
Okay.
Okay.
So what are you doing, Max? Are you rolling 1 and zigzag? Are you moving 1 and zigzagging, or are you moving 2?
I'm doing 1 and zigzagging.
Okay, so you roll a pilot check, and the number of successes you get will be the base target number for your boat to be hit.
I'm
Pilot
gonna use
agility.
Mm-hmm.
Pilot, just whatever it says by as standard on the sheet.
I'm gonna use 1 AP to give me
Okay.
another roll.
Well, Brock's got your assist, so there's 1.
Okay.
Unlucky, but Brock's got you 1, so you've got 1, so that's a 1. So what we can do is we can put it on the blue circle for the boat. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can see it. Can you guys see the circles and stuff for the boat?
Yep.
You can, yeah?
Circles for the boat. Maybe.
The circles. You know, if you click the boat as a token, you can see the 1, the 36, and the 1, like the hit
Oh,
points.
yes, yeah.
You do?
I see it.
So the 1 is its target number, okay? Okay, where would you like to move to?
I will. Let's see. Oh, I can grab it, right?
It's like
Or can I grab it?
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna move it here.
Sorry, where? I was looking at another screen. I was fixing my music. Moving where?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm moving like right there.
Cool.
Yep.
Go for it. Well, oh no, I need to do it. Sorry.
Yeah.
In fact, I need to move everything together because I've not got them grouped. Okay. So that's Turok's turn. Next it is Brock. You are on the gun for this boat. Are you going to make an attempt this round?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
So if it's medium, long, extreme, so it'll be...
It's extreme.
Okay. So plus 2 more difficulty then?
Plus 2 if the guns... Yeah, so miniguns are medium, so it's plus 2 on the difficulty. So the difficulty is 3.
Okay. And then -1 for my steak breakfast on my way out.
-1 for your steak breakfast, because a minigun is an endurance big guns test. Yes, correct. So 2. Difficulty of 2.
I will also do it. I think just 1 extra
Do an action
dice.
point. Okay.
Yeah. Can't aim. I'm on a boat. And because it's
No
inaccurate.
aiming. You got 1 success.
I'm going to be assisted by somebody.
Yep.
Like one of these.
So who's going to be your gun
recruit.
assister? We'll just do number 5, the guy that's sitting next to the gun.
Yeah, we just have recruits on, right?
So that's your assist. So you can roll the assist for the recruit. You should have access to his sheet. So it's just 1 dice on endurance big guns. And then you could decide. Oh no, you only need 1 more, don't you? I was going to say then you could decide if you want to spend luck or not. But you only need 1 more.
Max, were you rolling the assist for that guy, or?
Does somebody want to roll an assist? It's
Yeah.
Don't click on the gun. Just go to
The recruit.
just go to big guns endurance and roll 1 dice from the top
Okay.
left.
Okay.
Yeah, give me an endurance big guns assist.
Absolutely. Where's Lino?
Was that a reroll? Was it?
Oh yes. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna do another one too.
Oh, yeah, you spending another luck.
I think. Yeah, I think so. There we go.
Oh,
There you go. So that's your 2 successes required. So you've got 9 of them. Which one are you aiming at?
I guess whichever one seems. I'm sure they'll all just snap to it, but whoever is closest to the thing. I guess this dude.
You want to just go for him then? Okay. So roll your damage.
Alright.
man, that's gonna be some nasty damage for that one.
I've got fire rate 5, so I'm gonna full rip that.
Getting a lot of
And if I'm-
background noise of somebody. Is that you, Chris, in your mic? You scratching? You scratching something near your mic, mate?
No, but it does look like it's
I
me.
want to just double check how Gatling works.
Yeah, Gatling is one of the qualities of the minigun. If you could check what Gatling means, that would be very handy.
It makes it so that you add 2 additional dice per extra shot you spend instead of.
So when you
So
spend
I'm gonna
spend
full
ammo,
it-
you're adding double.
yeah, I'm gonna full rip its fire rate of 5 and add 10 dice to this.
Okay.
Damn.
Wow.
Oh, burst 2. Burst
16
and
with
spread.
burst and spread. Okay. So what body part do you hit on him?
Is he actually still standing?
No, he's
The
not.
main part is going to be
Torso.
torso.
Oh,
Now
the
spread
spread is going.
spread isn't gonna come into effect because he's dead. But burst will.
Yeah.
Burst means
I'm
it's gonna
gonna,
hit somebody else.
Yeah, I'll just spend because Gatling it still costs 2 extra ammo, which is hilarious with our bottomless pit of ammo. But I want to just hit all of these guys. I'm gonna get everybody else. I'm gonna just sweep the deck.
Okay, go for it.
So I don't know. I guess this dude will be the first one.
Yep.
So he'll take all this damage to the head.
To the head.
Oh,
Poor guy.
Okay. It's just the same amount,
no.
the 16.
I'm pretty sure it has the spread too, because
Yeah.
like when I hit all of these dudes, like if I was spending bullets, I would be at Oh, how many am I at?
You've already
I
used
gotta
20.
do some crazy math. And then it would be...
It's a minigun though. That's how it goes through bullets.
Yeah.
But does it now
At,
burst?
like,
does it now burst again onto the third guy?
Yeah, I'm just gonna burst all the dudes.
Does it?
I can do 6 more.
Is it going to wipe everybody
6
out in
total.
one round? If it wipes everybody out in one
Oh,
round,
cheat
then
sheet.
I've got the balance very wrong one way. Then
What's your cheat sheet?
It probably does wipe everybody out because I'm just gonna move on to and just get
Right.
the whole.
I'm
gonna
gonna say for the sake of it not ruining my counter, and in this case, I'm gonna rule that
think,
the burst only goes on to a second person and not a
So-
third or fourth.
You could just divide the deck into smaller zones too. You could just be like those dudes aren't in that zone.
Yeah, I could.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point. So let's just do that.
My
That-
cheat sheet.
So I would
Yeah.
just wreck everybody in there.
yes, David.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cheat sheet that I got says it may hit 1 additional target within close range for
So
each
it-
effect rolled.
For each effect
Yeah,
roll,
for each
he's
effect roll,
rolled 6
so-
effects.
Yeah, so I could get 6 more dudes.
He
in it.
rolled 6
But-
effects.
Yeah, so you can text people.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna just do this.
First spread are the best words to ever see next to each other ever.
There we go.
All it took was
Oh, I didn't mean to do that one. Shit.
over
Are you
200.
gonna Try to,
200 of this ammo.
it's like that and probably like that, maybe.
I'm happy with that. That'll do.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. It stops you bursting more than 2 of them at a time. That'll do. That's all I need it to do.
Hey, that's
Fair.
still 2 down.
Yeah,
That's
that
still
is
2
2
down.
down. But that's all I need that thing to do, is to stop you from killing them all in one round. That's all I'm extra zoning
Yeah,
there
yeah,
for.
that's what Brock's gonna like. I want one of these. We're gonna get one.
I
of
hadn't
those
thought
for
about
him.
that win zone in the map. Thanks for bringing that to my attention, Jeff. So, after Brock, unless you're spending action points to do that again.
No.
It's going to be the smoker's turn. So, they're going to shoot at you, and I'm going to go clockwise from the bottom. So I am going to play these 3. No, I'm not. I'm going to ignore the bottom boat. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ignore these 3, and we're going to ignore the bottom boat. So I'm actually going to take out the Miniment General from the initiative. So they're just going to be narrative.
There's distractions.
Yeah, they're a distraction. They're a distraction for these 3. Let me just move them halfway up the map, actually. I wanted to just have 3 boats just to represent the numbers. So I'll put them there. And we'll just do the 3 remaining ones. So we'll go from left to right. So the first one is not going to be on the minigun. He's going to just be shooting you at the impossible. I think it's going to be a 5. Like, he's got a combat rifle, which is medium. So that's medium, long, extreme, extreme, extreme. So it's all extreme. He's going to aim at the blue boat with his difficulty of 5. Now, I have got 3 action points. I'm going to spend them all. For a
Okay.
chance, for even to have a chance at hitting here. So this is Smoker. And this is,
And the blue boats, me and Chris, right?
yeah. Big guns, and I'm adding 2 additional dice. Nowhere near it. I needed 5. That boat hasn't moved yet, so its target number is just 1. But I needed 5 to hit it, so that's not even close. The next one is going to do the same thing, attacking the same boat, but I don't have the action points to spend this time.
And we're quite far away, so...
In fact, no, there's only 3, so no, he's doing the assist on the minigun. The third one is going to do the minigun, with the second one assisting, like holding it steady. So I need to get the first one's roll. And I get there's no assist.
Alright.
There's no assist if I don't get a success. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. No, yeah, that's the 3 of them. We're ignoring the bottom 3. Okay, it's now the Minutemen Rifleman, and I believe he's in boat 1 with Preston and Brock and Turok. So the Minutemen Rifleman, we said he was doing the assist on the driving, wasn't he?
Yep.
No, Preston was doing the assist on the driving, wasn't he?
No, he shot. He shot the first
Oh,
one.
so he did. So number 2 is doing the assist on the drive.
Mhm.
So he's had his turn.
Mhm.
Okay. So it's the Minutemen recruits then. So there's one on your boat, Max and Jeff. He is the assist on the minigun though, isn't he?
Mhm.
So he's had his turn. And there's a few on this one. So you've got one assisting on the minigun, and then you've got 3 of them. So I'm going to make... Guys, you can make 3 attacks with the Minutemen recruits. Now, I believe it's going to be a difficulty 5 at this point for them. So if 3 of you would like to roll attacks for Minutemen recruits.
Yeah, okay.
So who's going to be attacking?
So there's 3 Minutemen recruiting in this boat that are all going to get a shot. So if 3 of you would just like to... You should all have their character sheets. If 3 of you would like to make an attack from the Minutemen recruits. That's 2 successes, but you need 5. I don't think any of you are going to hit because you need 5 successes. You would need to spend action points.
I'm going to use my Minutemen recruits to rally.
You're going to rally with your Minutemen recruit, okay. Roll for that
They're
then.
going to be like, for the Minutemen, we take this boat. And they're going to do a rally action
Okay.
in their turn.
Are you just doing it with all 3 of them?
Yep, with all 3 of them.
Okay. Roll
So
rally
that's
3 times then.
survival, right? That's survival or speech.
You can do it as charisma speech if you want, or you can do it as speech. I think charisma speech is the only way to do it, actually, to be fair.
A rally, make an endurance plus survival test.
Yeah, but I think
difficulty 0.
charisma speech is better,
Alright,
to be honest.
so that's the first one. That's 1 success, so 1 action point.
So that's an action point.
Gonna roll for the second one.
No
And the
action
third
point.
So that's
And
2
one more
action
action
points.
point. So you gain 2 action points from their rally, and that's a good plan. Right, so it's Happy's turn. Chris, you are the pilot, right?
Mhm.
Would you like to move 1 and zigzag and be harder to hit, or move 2 and be
2
harder to
moves
shoot
is into
from?
ideal range, right?
Sorry?
Let's go 2.
Yeah,
Right.
2 moves is into the ideal range
And
for
you
a minigun, right?
And you want to move to this one? Chris?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so there's no pilot and roll, but you just sprint and you move 2 zones. Okay, now, Dim Glow, it's your turn. You're on the minigun, right?
Yep, I am.
Okay, so that's medium, that's long, still extreme range.
Okay. And how many action points do we have?
You have
3, I
4.
believe, 3 or 4.
4.
4. Well, I'm gonna buy 2 additional AP, 2 additional dice for dim glow.
Okay. Buy in 2,
Yep, buying 2.
so I get 2.
What?
So
Oh, no,
I
no.
get 2. Or you
No,
mean
I
you're
mean-
spending 2 from the
Yeah, we're
from the
spending,
4?
we're
Yeah,
spending,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Spending. We're not giving you anything.
Okay. So you may roll and you get an assist on that.
Oh,
That's 2 successes. So what do you need here? You need
Oh wait, I
One.
need to include the assist.
so that's 1, 2, 3. You need 3 successes.
Okay,
you've got
I'm
2.
going to-
And you've yet
Use
got
my
you've
luck
got an
points.
assist to wait, because you could do your assist first.
Okay,
So roll
So
from the
that's-
Minutemen recruit 1 dice.
alright. I'll need to open the sheet
You
again.
may not need to spend a luck point because you might get the assist. He's holding your gun steady for you.
Okay, that's great. Just opening the sheet.
I hope he's holding the barrel.
He's sitting there.
There we go.
No successes. So, would you like to spend any luck points to try to get a second success?
And I just need one, right?
You need one more.
I'm
Let
going
me
to
just double
spend-
check, right? So that's medium range. That's long range. Yeah, you are in extreme range, so it's just +2.
Okay, so
So it's difficulty 3. Wait, no.
3.
Wait, no. Because Chris sprinted, which increases your difficulty by 1. Your difficulty
all right.
is 3. Yeah, no,
And
it's
was the
4.
Mirelurk needed
Your difficulty is
included?
4.
Yeah, the Mirelurk makes it go down 1 as
Mirelurk
well.
makes it goes down 1, sorry, so it's 4 going down to 3. Difficulty is
Yes.
3. You need one more
I am
success.
going to spend 3 luck points.
Do them
At
one
this
at
time.
do them one at a time. There's no point in doing that. Do it one at a time.
All right. Can I reroll on a reroll?
Yeah, I believe
can't
you
re-roll
can't.
one that you've re-rolled with luck. No.
Can you
Okay.
not?
If you've re-rolled it with something else, you can re-roll it with luck. But once you re-roll it
maybe
with
you
luck,
do.
you can't
Maybe you
re-roll it
might want to
again.
roll a couple to be on the safe side then.
Yeah, so I'm gonna spend 3 luck points for 3 new big gun attacks.
3 more rolls. Okay.
You can still do it one at a time.
Now that's
There you
now
go.
2 successes. You needed 3, so you've got 4. That is 1 action points gained back.
All right, and I'm going full fire rate
Full fire rate.
on
And
these
who
two.
are you shooting? The ones on the minigun.
These two, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because if we kill them, that side's pretty much not covered, and we can board from there.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna do a double movement to get over there.
So, every fire rate I increase is 2 additional dice, right, with this
Mhm.
kind of weapon.
Yes.
So that's 10 extra.
10 extra. The fun thing is
Ooh,
they've got
that's so-
miniguns, so they get that on you as well. Now that's not as
I went really
serious
low.
as last time. So
I-
that's 8.
I'm going to
Eh,
use a luck point.
You're going to use a luck point and reroll 3 of them. Okay. Don't click the roll additional combat dice because that will roll everything again. Just
Okay.
roll 3 combat dice from somewhere else.
All right. Just 3 of those. There we go.
I've mastered you roll 20. You're my
Wow.
bitch. So that's
it's
9 with burst. Okay. So 9 damage on which body part, David?
Let's see which body part. There we go. There we go.
On his
Head.
On his groin. No,
Oh, the
that's
groin.
Right in
Oh.
the testicles.
Right in the
For
tallywhacker.
9 damage. But wait, because he does have physical resistance. Let me just double check what they have. He has 2 on his torso, so you're doing 6 damage. Okay. So that is a crippled torso for him.
Mhm.
He will take a internal bleeding roll at the end of his turn. Alright, David, anything... Oh no, not anything else yet. We've also got the burst to do. So it bursts and it hits him. So, is it just for the exact same damage, yeah?
Wait. Let's
Or
see.
do you roll it again?
There's spread damage on that
There's
first
spread
guy
as well,
too.
right? Yeah.
Oh, the spread
Yeah.
guy on the first guy too.
Yeah.
So what does he
Yeah.
do? Does he now roll 5 dice, 1 dice for each effect?
Yeah, he rolls 5 d20s for locations, like on the hit location die,
Yeah.
and the dude will take half as much damage
On all those locations.
Yes,
Okay.
So roll
So let's do
5d20.
that.
probably half rounded down.
5d20 for the body
5d20.
parts.
There we go.
So that's 1
Oh, there's a
torso,
head.
1 head, a left arm, and 2 on the right leg. Do 2 on the right leg count as hitting it twice, hitting the same leg twice?
I believe so, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you would apply DR both times. Probably would apply
So-
DR to.
So he's now doing... Uh,
And it's 4 on every body part, right?
that you
Because
just
it's
hit.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you roll 4 dice now.
No,
Four
it's
co-
just half of what
So
the
it's just-
damage was.
So it's 4.
He
So
doesn't.
it's 4 damage on
it's
these
20 damage
these
total.
body parts to him.
Yes.
Minus the reduction on each
There's
one.
the reductions, yeah.
Hmm.
It's enough to kill him. Let me see if he's got 6 left, and his reduction is 2. He's getting at least 2. At least 4's going through each time. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's dead.
Well, it was the spread damage that killed the other guy. That's funny.
But the burst hits the other guy. So does he just take the 9 damage? Yeah, minus.
I think he takes both. Everything that I've always read online before about like burst and spread, they take both.
And it was
when people were talking about how
and
crazy
the original
flamer
damage, was 9. So he takes the 9 damage. Roll me a body part for him, David.
All right, so 5 body parts again.
No, just 1.
Just 1.
The spread spreads around the initial guy that it hits, but the burst hits the second guy once.
Yeah.
That's right, isn't it?
The head.
In the head. So he takes 8 damage to the head.
9.
9 damage to the head. Well, his reduction is 0, so he takes 9 damage to the head. Okay, so he's very, very low on hit points. He's in a very bad way, and he is stunned and blinded. Am I right?
Oh god, thank you. That's nice.
So, he can't use the minigun next turn.
No, he'll not be able to use the minigun next turn.
It's time
Demko,
to
that was a very
points.
successful turn from you, unless you'd like to do anything else.
Will I do something else?
You
The
have 3
difficulty will
action
be-
points.
Yeah, but the difficulty will be insane, right?
Difficulty
To
will
hit
increase by 1.
Yeah.
it.
Might be
I
worth
think
saving
I'm
those
gonna
action
leave it
points
at
for
that.
someone else. Yeah,
I'm gonna
okay.
leave it at that.
So we move to the top of round 2, and it's Preston's turn. Preston, we decided, isn't doing the assist and the driving. Preston is shooting. So, unless you want to hold his action and do it after. Well, Preston's the one with the decent chance, actually. So that's medium, long, extreme. So it's a +1 difficulty for Preston. So he's going to shoot.
You probably gotta finish it.
He's going to shoot at that one guy that's standing, yeah. So it's a did I say +1 difficulty? So it's only a difficulty of 2.
Yeah.
What's your action point situation? You've got 3. Do you want to
3.
spend any on Preston's shot?
I'll say spend 1 just to get rid of him.
Okay.
Get him an extra 1.
We'll give Preston 1 extra dice. One success. Now, what did he need? Only 2. Guys, Preston has luck.
Okay. Use it, Preston.
How many would you like to use? He has 7.
I'd say 2.
Yeah, spend 2. This is because we can get AP back from that.
Okay, so he's going to re-roll 2 of those.
I mean, once we're on the boat, it'll be pretty fine, right?
And there's your second
Yeah,
success.
So didn't he get in his tax skill energy, and he rolled a 3 though? Shouldn't it have been 2?
That should have been 2, yeah. Because he's got that as a tag skill. That should have been 2 successes. So you've actually just generated an action point.
Sounds great. I mean, it's Preston's luck and our action points. So.
That is a tagged skill. It should have been. I have got it tagged on his sheet, Preston. Yeah, it's tagged. I don't know how that didn't.
Yeah, that's
Wait a second. Yeah, I've got it tagged everywhere. It should be tagged. I don't know what's up. Anyway, you hit him and you get an action point. So I'm going to roll his damage.
And piercing too.
6 with piercing, so 6 and ignoring 2 resistance. So what body part did he hit old Preston? 15 is the left leg. For what's his reduction on his left leg? Legs is 2 for energy. So that's 4 damage on his left leg. It's enough to kill him.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's enough to kill him.
Nice. Good. It's like I'm sitting there like, just like and you hear like a Indian like this just sitting there with the sword kind of like death.
So in between all
Native
that
American, right?
In between all of that happening, somebody hits the third boat down the bottom with a lucky shot of the minigun, and it rips right through it, rips it in half, goes into the engine, and explodes it. And all those Minutemen and the Minutemen General go into the sea.
Now we become the general.
Yeah. I am the
I am
captain
the
now.
general. I'm the general now.
It just means that I can get the other 2 guys, the other 4 guys, I can make them all run up this end now. When it comes to the The
So they
smokers.
go back into the meat
So
grinder.
it's Turok's turn. Turok in boat 1.
I'm going to.
Are you the driver?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
just
the
gonna
driver.
I'm just gonna sprint over here. I'm just gonna get over here.
You're sprinting, so you're doing 2 moves.
Yep.
Okay.
To
there, yeah?
Yep. So it gives a chance. So if they come up there, you can have Brock go like, "Hello, fellas."
Okay.
Yeah, a ready action.
Brock's turn.
Yeah, just hold action until they come. Like, hey guys, come
Well,
on.
it's Brock's turn anyway.
Yeah, I think he is gonna hold more until people are in range
Yeah,
with the minigun.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I can't shoot these people on the other side, right?
I would still give you a shot at them, but you've got the extra couple of zones that we just added in between you and them.
I will hold
Okay.
and shoot if they come over to deal with that other thing.
Well, it's their turn, so the 4 of them are all going to run. They're going to run over one at a time, though. So are you going to wait until the 4 of them are over? I guess.
I guess I'll see if they start assisting the guy. I'll just wait until right before they open fire with the thing.
Yeah. So the first one runs up to the minigun to assist. The second one jumps onto the minigun. So he's now going to fire at this boat, which is medium long away, and it's got no increased difficulty because Max didn't do the manoeuvring. So his target number to hit the boat is 2.
Okay, I'm gonna fire at him in response.
Okay. And are you doing your shot first, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
We
and do
have.
that then.
A recruit.
I guess I'll spend
You've got 3
one
action points.
action point. For
Spend 1.
more.
Okay. So
Ooh.
you need 2 successes, I think, because it's medium long.
And there's the
It gets -1 from my meat.
-1 from the meat. That is a success, my friend. You may roll
You want
the
to-
damage.
You want
Show
the
me.
recruit to help?
You still get an assist on that as
Ooh.
well, yeah. Roll assist for the recruit max just to see if we get an action point or
Oh
not.
well, that's what I was planning to do.
And then we'll work out the damage on this. Jesus, 12 with bursting,
That's-
with 4
yeah, it's not
bursting
too
spread.
much.
It's
It's enough
12.
to take care of that one guy.
It doesn't
Really.
have piercing, so it's not going to kill him in one go. It's not going to kill him in one go because it doesn't have piercing. Hit him in the head. He has no protection on his head. It does going to kill him in one go. You motherfucker, Jeff. You
Yeah,
are
yeah.
a
So what
absolute-
happened to his
guy
buddy?
there for me to
You are a
burst over,
fucker
Yeah.
of
right?
mothers, mate.
I'll,
Annoying.
yeah, that's one of his arm.
So this is the burst hitting the second guy in the arm.
Yeah.
Alright, let me see what his reduction physical on his arm is. It's 2, I think. Yeah, 2. So he takes 10 on his arm, on his left arm. So he's no longer able to fire a minigun because it's 2-handed. Shit. And he's
We got
got a
spread
crippled
now.
left arm. No, the spread doesn't hit the second guy. It's burst. Spread hits all the first guy's parts for however many
okay.
things he hit. Burst then moves on to another guy, but the second guy doesn't get the spread as well. It's spread and burst on the first guy, burst on the second guy.
Okay, cool, nice.
So he's got a crippled arm and 2 hit points left. Jeff, very nice. But it's the continued turn of the smokers. So he's going to drop the minigun. He's going to spend 1 action point. I don't have 1 action point for him to switch weapons. Fuck. I don't have an action point for him to switch weapons. He can move and switch weapons, but then he's not going to get a shot. He's not going to be able to attack. So he moves and switches weapons. And that's it. He's not going to get an attack. And these 2 are going to move and shoot their guns from there. So it's 1, 2, 3 zones away. So medium, long. It's extreme. So the difficulty to hit is 3, but they're not actually aiming at the boat this time because it's not the minigun. They're just going to pick the driver. They're going to aim at Turok. Well, the first one's going to aim at Turok anyway. Difficulty 3.
Let me see. I think I have that difficulty of 2 because of
Do you have a 9
my
agility?
Mm-hmm.
So the difficulty here is 4. First one
Mhm.
misses.
Yeah, 9 agility.
And the second one misses. So that is the turn of the smokers, gents. It's now the Minutemen Rifleman, who is the guy who's doing the assist on the drive-in on that boat, so he doesn't get a turn. Right, now it's the Minutemen recruits, so you've got 1 assist in the minigun on that, and you've got the 3 guys who rallied last turn. David, what are they going to do this turn? Well, you've got so one of them's assisted with the minigun. It's one of them's assisted on driving actually. So only 2 of them. Sorry, only 2 of them can rally. We did too many last time. Yeah, because one of them's assisting the drive and one of them's assisting the minigun. No successes with the first one.
And that's
1 success with the second one, so you can gain an action point. Okay.
Nice.
Now it's Happy's turn. Happy, who is the driver of boat 2. What are you doing?
Fucking dashing right into the bow of the ship.
Moving 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, with your next movement, you'll all be able to board the ship. You'll all be able to actually board the ship on your next turn. Can
I roll to see how much damage the boat did as I crashed it?
Are you just charging into it?
Big boat?
Oh god, he's gonna kill me.
I roll 8 damage dice.
Down goes that boat.
Roll 8 damage dice.
Nice.
Roll 8 damage dice.
Yeah. This is going to be for us and not them.
The ship takes
Oh
11.
my
The
God.
boat takes 11 damage. And
What's it soak?
you see it.
Or-
It has 36, so it's got 25 left. But you see small bits of flame kind of licking up it now. It's now losing a certain number of hit points per round. Nicely done, Chris.
Get off boat! Get off the get off the boat!
And it's now Dimglow's turn. Dimglow, you're still on the minigun, which is now on the boat, which is now crashed into the front of the actual ship. But you managed to hold on to the minigun.
Dimglow is going to release that minigun and he's gonna board the ship with his super sledge.
Okay, so it's gonna be to board the ship. I don't want it to be any checks. I want you just to be able to get on. But it's gonna be your whole movement and your whole action. You're gonna be like using your movement to move, plus using a major action to climb. I'd say you've all got ladders on the ships, and you're popping a ladder out, and you're able to climb up. But you'll not be able to do anything else this round.
Can't use an athletics checks to get on.
If we start making checks and you fail the check, you're going to fall in the water.
True.
Do you want to make checks?
Yeah, so he's just trying to wave that. I believe.
Do you want to make checks?
No, I want to get on a boat and start kicking ass.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you got 2 options. Either you can spend your whole turn getting onto that deck, or you can make a check with a chance of falling in the water.
And what's the difficulty?
I think we're level 6, nearly level 7, guys. I think it can't be too easy. I think it's going to be Agility Athletics 3. If you want to get up there with still enough time left to do something else in the round, I'll want an Agility Athletics 3.
I'm gonna risk it.
Oh.
gonna spend all the action points.
Balls of steel on
do an
Dimglow.
athletics check.
Right, so you're spending 3 action points, so you get the 2 extra dice. Agility Athletics, no one can assist with this.
Oh my god! That's 5 successes!
Oh, he gets on.
Listen, heroes deserve wins like that. You deserve
He
to be up
jumped.
there.
He's like,
You may now
"Rah."
have a full major action to do whatever else you would like.
He killed the guy right there.
Beautifully
Hammer
done.
time.
Beautifully done,
I'm
mate.
first exactly gonna hammer time that guy.
Ah, beautifully done, mate. Beautifully done.
He's fucked anyways. He's pretty messed up.
Ah,
to
yes,
use-
mate.
I'm gonna buy 1 additional D20.
I'm gonna buy a D20 for the. Okay. So I get 1. What? Shit. Did not mean to do that. Fuck me. So you. What did you need there? It was.
1.
Yeah, you only needed 1. Holy shit, you get 4. So you're up to 6 action points.
I'm gonna super sledge the guy.
Very nice. Roll your damage.
That's what?
It's got breaking.
17?
It's got breaking. It's 17 with breaking and vicious. Yeah.
I think he's not gonna make it, right?
He doesn't make it. He's got 2 hit points, David. Would you like roll a body part so you can then describe what this looks like? 9 is his left arm. How does that look, David? His left arm that was already crippled, I believe. That's hanging off.
I'm going to smack him against his left arm and he's just thrown back against this window. his body falling.
It's
limp.
splat.
Splat.
What can I still do? Can I still move?
No, that's it.
I want to buy a minor action and a major action.
Holy
He's
shit.
gonna move out there and kill it.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
gonna go there. He's gonna
Listen,
kill out his guys.
that is absolutely within the rules. I can't stop you doing that. Go ahead. That costs you 3 action points. You've got 3 left.
He's not gonna go smashing though.
No?
What, Nate? Before that, are those miniguns on the ship like mounted, or can I pick him up?
No, it's mounted.
Ah, okay, so I can't get him off.
Nope.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
Then I'm
without
gonna go
not
in.
without a rule. I would want either a mechanics, like a repair rule, so it's intelligence repair with a difficulty of quite high because you're doing it under pressure.
Then I'm
So
not gonna do
difficulty
that.
4 or a strength athletics 5 to rip it off.
Then I'm just
Brock.
in.
That's Brock's chance. Yeah, Brock's got a solid chance of a strength athletics 5.
Yeah, I think that'd be a strength endurance or an exert.
No, strength athletics to rip
We're
something
full
up.
AP
Like
right now at the moment, right?
that. Are you spending? Are you spending 3? You're down to 3
True,
then
true. I'm gonna use one for my melee attack again,
for an extra dice.
for an extra dice, yeah.
So okay.
What are these
Ooh,
rules?
that's exactly what he needs.
He only needed 2, so he gains an action
Yeah.
point. Okay, you
And
may
then I'm
roll the
gonna
damage on that.
And I'm gonna use one additional damage die with it. It's just one, right, with an AP.
And yeah, 1 per AP. You can spend up to 3 action points though.
Okay, just one additional one.
You can spend 3 if you want.
Yeah, but I want to leave some for the rest.
Ooh,
Well,
he's
breaking
leaving a
this-
little bit. He's leaving a little bit the bad guy for the rest as well. So it's not. It's not. Well, maybe 12 because it's 12 because of the vicious
And it's
on his torso.
To the chest.
on the torso.
Ooh.
Okay, so you destroy 2 physical reduction of his armor. Now his armor on his chest is 2, so he's got no armor on his chest now. His armor is broken, and you do. What is that? It's
10
12,
damage,
12 minus the 2 for the reduction that he did have, so 10. So he's in a bad way.
And I suppose I'll leave it at that.
Very nice. You did a lot in that. Preston, we're back to the top. So Preston is going to take a shot again. Now Preston has got medium, long, so he is still extreme range. But that's, so I've got long, so it's only +1 difficulty, so the difficulty for Preston to hit this guy is 2. What's your action point situation? Can Preston spend one of yours?
I said just let him roll normal so we can save him.
Right,
I don't
okay.
think he needs to.
Okay, agreed. Boom.
He wrote,
Two
yeah, he got
successes.
2 right there.
There you go. Preston's going to roll his damage. 5. Energy. What body part? The torso, where he's got no reduction because Demglow just broke it with breaking. He
Yeah.
is dead. Preston drops him.
Nice.
And it is Turok's turn.
So
the pilot.
Turok, yep, Turok's gonna go like crashing in like his friend.
Are you doing the
He's gonna
crash as
park it
well,
next-
are you?
No, he's gonna park it next to it. He just go.
You're parking nice and gently and right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You're
So
not, do- you're not
he's
doing a
looking at
crash. You're
happy.
not smashing it, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So-
And that one is.
You may make.
Can I get up?
You okay? So, right. You want to get up this round and forsake your piloting role to make the boat harder to hit, or you want to forsake that role? You're not
Yeah,
going to get
I
that
mean,
role if
for
you go
what-
up now.
Yeah. I'm not worried about that right now. I'm gonna get up there.
Okay, now, but you have already piloted the ship this round, so you're not going to get the same chance David did to get up and still do something if you get up this round. That's going to be the end of your round. You can still spend action
Can I-
points to take an extra action, though. So you've already
Can I minor
piloted.
action?
You've already piloted the ship. Climbing up would be the rest of a normal round.
Okay, that's fine. That's what I was planning to do.
So you can climb up without any check. If you're happy that that's the end of your round. If you want to still do something that's fine. Right, okay. So you can climb up with no check.
So I'm gonna look at Brock and say, hey, bring up my dog, please.
That's a big ask. Oh yeah, just grab the dog, will you? Right, Turok, that'll be, unless you want to spend action points to take any further action, that's the end of you.
No, I'm fine. I'm up there, guns out, like kind of like, let's go.
Brock, it's your turn.
I guess I'm scooping this dog with me while I try to climb up here. There's just one dude left up on this deck?
There is only one dude left up on the deck, yeah.
Okay. I am
Strength athletics 1 to throw the dog up.
You got it.
It's just a 1.
Yeah.
You're a big strong guy, it's just a small dog.
Yeah, an easy one.
There you go, you can have an action point. Dog lands on its feet as well. Dog is up, Max.
Yeah, yellow Brock, thanks.
Do I have to do anything to get up there?
It depends.
The only other action I would take is to take out my baseball bat.
No, you're not going to have to make a roll then.
Okay.
Okay, it's the smoker's turn, and we have one left.
So we see.
Is he frightened yet?
So the last smoker takes one look at all the fucking super mutants. He takes one look at the dog that just comes flying up. So first of all, there's a tribal guy in leather armor with a sword climbs up onto the boat. Then a dog just flies up. Then a super mutant comes climbing up. Dimglow, who's just smashed his friend to pieces, is coming bearing down on him. He's going to run and jump into the sea.
Gonna try his luck out there.
Yeah, he's gonna try his luck out there. He thinks he's better off in that radiated sea than up here with you guys. So
I look at Brock and I'm like, hey, I look at the miniguns like, hey, new toy.
Yeah, I also want the minigun.
We got 2 of them, dude. It's like, if we can get the boat one out, like if we can salvage this one off the boat, we can do that.
okay, I'm just pulling the tokens together just to tidy up the map. But we are going to move on to another map for the next part of this scenario.
We do disassemble the miniguns, right?
Which I guess technically will make it a new scene, and you will lose all your endurance bonuses.
Okay.
We'll talk about disassembling the miniguns if you're going to get the chance to do that. But you'll find out in a minute if you're going to get that chance or not.
Okay.
What we'll do now is we'll take a half-time break, and we'll come back and do part 2, the actual siege of the boat. Okay?
Sounds great.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
And we're back to finish Act 3 of Last Boat Not Least. This is part 2 of Session 3, and this should just about finish us off. So I've put you onto a new map with slightly more accurate zones for the boat scene. And as this is technically, I think we're going to call this a new scene, your breakfast you don't get the benefit of anymore. But it's not as likely you're going to be using miniguns, so it's fine. So, Chris, David, Max, and Jeff, welcome back. This will be the last session of the scenario, I think. So you land up on the boat. I think, Chris, you said in the break that you're going to do something just before you get up onto the boat. But apart from that, everybody, all the PCs, are back on the boat. Now, the Minutemen are going to stay they're going to stay back with the speedboats, ready for in case something bad happens to you and they need to go around the back of the boat, or they need to get ready to make a quick escape or something. The Minutemen are going to stay in the boats. I should actually take them out of the initiative as well, shouldn't I? Okay, so as you can see, up on an upper kind of deck thing here, so these guys are on a level above you. You see 6 smokers, 6 more of these raiders. So you're down 1 level from them. That is up 1 level. You can see here behind this light and here there are doors which lead through to underneath that section. Does that all make sense? And viewers, the players currently can't see anything in these sections here. These are still blacked out for them, and the players can't see this section at all. Okay, so the initiative order will be different now because there's no Preston. The initiative is going to start with Turok.
Oh, because I only see 2 people on there.
Do you not see there's 6 of them up here?
No, he's talking about in the initiative lineup.
Right. In the initiative, you don't see everybody's initiatives?
No.
Right, hang on 1 second then. Because they all show for me. If everybody could put their initiatives up again then, please, players.
Yep.
Sorry about that, guys.
Yep. Oh, that's fine.
I don't think I've hid the other initiatives from you, have I? Don't say anything. I think I forgot to hide the other initiatives from you. So, we start with... Well, Grim has a higher initiative than you. Oh no, we've not got yours yet, that's what it is. We've not got Turok's yet. Grim is Turok's dog.
Okay.
So,
yeah, no, the dog usually, I clicked on the wrong one.
You clicked on the wrong one, so that should be you instead.
Yeah. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
No problem, I can fix that. And it's 16, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, it is you first, Max.
I'm also quite worried about this Sentry bot in the initiative order.
You're not supposed to say anything. I was supposed to have hid that from you.
Okay.
No, I don't. No, I'm not metagaming and anything like that.
You can't see it. I should have had it on the GM layer and rolled its initiative there, but you're supposed to pretend you don't see that, David. You see 6 smokers. You see 6 smokers.
Okay.
As a character, I don't see it, but it's terrifying me as a player at the moment.
Okay, so with the 6 smokers that are up here, are there like, like a level up?
They are one level up. It's still only 1 zone away, and they don't have cover.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna move myself back up there because that's where I was. You're
gonna not move so you can aim.
Yeah, I'm gonna take an aim, rifle in hand. I'm gonna try to shoot one of these guys.
Okay. Oh, where's your action points? I don't have your action points. Hang on, I'm going to have to go to another thing to find them. Bear with me a second.
There was like 2 or 3 left, I believe.
I've got 1 and you've got 3.
Yep.
2 seconds, boys. There you go.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yep.
That's 2 successes and you only needed 1, so you gain an action point.
Okay.
That's a great start.
For 5 physical damage?
The one. Yeah, I'm shooting the one that's right there.
That one. Okay, which body part?
Here. Oh, that's 20. 14.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right arm. Okay, and he's got a 2-handed weapon. You're not going to wound him though because he's got 2 physical reduction there. So he's going to take 3 damage.
Okay, I'm gonna call my dog and let him just jump up here. So he's kind of just jumping over something.
Right. Okay. So that's a whole separate zone because that's like 4 feet high. So if you climb up onto that, you can then again on the next round you could climb up to there. So if you want to use sprint, which means it's using his major action, he can get up to there, but he's not going to have an attack unless you spend action points. Can you spend action points to give your companion an extra action? I don't know if you can.
I don't know what. Can we, guys?
Can you spend action points to give your companion an extra major action?
I'm not really sure. I
don't really think so. I think that
I don't really think so either.
there's like a companion perk to give them some
Yeah.
kind of action things, but it still isn't even a second major action.
that might be it.
Yeah.
Like it's
I don't think he's
companions are
I don't think he's going
complicated.
to be able to attack in the same round, Max, if he climbs right
Well, no,
up there.
that's fine. If anything, it helps give any aid to somebody's going to probably do range attacks on them.
Okay.
Anyway, so.
Okay. So that's you then. Right, okay. I was going to have the Sentry bot hold its action, but I'm just going to make it pop out on this round instead. It's going to pop out now.
Shit.
So now the shit hits the fan, because these boys are tough boys.
I look at Brock. It's like Brock smash.
And he's going to shoot at Brock.
What's funny that this is my end goal for red alert. I'm becoming like half Sentry bot.
No, this is. I'm worried. I'm worried this is going to TPK everybody in one shot here. Maybe
Is it?
Maybe I don't use the missile launcher straight away. I think if I shoot the middle, because you're all in the same zone, I think it's going to TPK you if I'm not careful.
I mean, technically, Dimglow was
There's
over here.
No, watch. This is what I'll do. Watch. I'm going to do the old add extra zones like I did before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Watch.
It's a good technique.
It's
I
a
endorse
brilliant
this technique.
Genius technique.
And it's like, hey, look, it's like hey, grab that gun and point it that way, and try to switch it.
Yeah.
We can point it the other way.
Yeah, go for it.
I think I am going to, because you guys are a tough group, I'm going to shoot my rocket launcher at Brock. Do I spend my one action point? Am I that savage?
It's
Probably
got
not.
it has blast, right?
Yeah, it's
So
got
it
blast.
just is. So it's just difficulty 2 either way.
It's difficulty 2
Your
either
call.
way, yeah. So there's no point in me spending it. Well, there is, because then it would make it easier. I'm not going to spend it this time, but I'm going to fire I'm going to fire his toughest weapon.
Yeah, if it's the missile, it'll actually just be the zone. So it'll just be me and Turok, and not really specifically me.
Yep. No, it's you and Dimglow.
Dimglow is in the thing with me.
Yeah.
I'm zoomed out pretty far. I'm zoomed out far enough to look at most of the shit. I guess I'll...
Also,
Yeah.
I've got this thing, aggressive. Sentry bot is a quick action. Immediately generate one action point when the entry bot enters a scene, so I get one action point.
Damn.
I think maybe I'm going to go easy on you and try attacking with my minigun first, or with its gun.
I'll take that missile.
You'll take the missile?
Yeah, come on.
Right, you asked for it.
Let's
You're,
go.
you're taking the missile. 2 successes. You ready for this?
Yeah. Oh, the weakest missile.
It doesn't have luck. It doesn't have luck, so I don't get to reroll any of them. So 7, and it is blast, so it's 7 damage on both of you. I'll let you both roll your own body part.
Okay.
Torso for you, and right
And a
leg.
leg.
Right leg for you. 7 damage minus your physical reduction.
So it's 5.
Rock will take 1 damage.
Tickled.
Do you take 5
Tickle
Dimbo?
Brock.
Is that a crippled right leg, is it?
It's a crippled right.
Yes! I should not have held back. I should not be pulling my punches, you guys. You're a tough group. Brock took 1 damage from a missile launcher. You guys are fucking tough. Okay, now...
Is it energy damage or it's physical damage?
No, it's
It is
physical. It's physical. Fire is energy, but explosions are physical.
Bizarre.
Yeah,
I know.
It's shrapnel and all that stuff.
I'm going to spend my 2 action points, and I'm going to shoot you again. Difficulty is 3 this time.
This dude's
Miss.
just full of missiles.
He can't get 3 unless he rolls a 1 because he doesn't have tagged skills, so he has to roll a 1 there to get. Okay, but anyway, that's his turn. Hey,
if
we can now move on.
using the missile again, it's got blast, so we just take half damage.
You
Like it
still
does
take half damage. Yeah, that's right.
Oh no.
That's right. You take half
He's like,
damage.
shut up. He's like, shut up.
We take half of 9. We're rounding up or down.
I think it's usually down.
Usually
isn't
it rounds down.
Yeah, let's
Usually
round
most
down.
tabletops round down.
Take 4 to this body part. That's torso for you. You don't
It's
take
your
any,
call.
are you?
Left torso.
And the right leg again for you. You're already crippled right leg, David.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
take
it's on
2.
backwards, bro. It looks terrible.
How many do you take that on there?
2 total.
Okay, so you've got a crippled right leg, but you've got that still counts as 2 wounds, doesn't it? Even though it's only one part crippled, you've got 2 wounds because you were
believe so,
wounded
yeah.
twice. Yes. Okay.
it-
No, I was wounded
What?
just once. This is the
Yeah, he was
second
on-
critical.
Is it only count as 1?
Yeah.
The second
Yeah. It's,
missile only did a
it's-
little bit of damage.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
so you
that's
gotta
right.
do
The
max-
second one wasn't a crit.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
it's
yeah.
only
only-
2. They only did 2 damage.
Yeah, okay. And our other friend is going to jump out here on his held action. Now, a man dressed in Raider power armor and a sailor's
Oh my
hat
god.
jumps out. And he looks at you and he says, "You crazy, crazy fools. If you think that you're going to take all this from me, you've got to be crazy, 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 crazy fools. You crazy, crazy fools." And then he's going to attack. Now, he is wearing... Sorry. Let me rephrase. He is wearing Raider power armor. Full set.
Oh. Oh.
But I thought that's what you said the first time.
He is wearing
I heard
Raider
Raider
power
the
armor.
first time. Yeah.
Hey, Dinklo, we got a new armor for you.
If I make it.
If you make it. Now, he's going to
Ugh.
first attack... Now, he's in the same zone as you guys. So, he's going to have a +1 difficulty on it because it's a medium range weapon. But he's going to fire a minigun first at Brock. So he gets a +1 difficulty because it's a medium range weapon and he's in close range. So
Brock's just gonna get missed by 1,000 bullets.
you've got
I love
agility. You've got agility 9, don't you? So this is difficulty 3, isn't
Yep.
it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
And he
Swing
misses
and a miss.
Brock. He misses Brock. Okay. And I don't have action points for him to take another turn, but everybody, meet the Deacon. It's now the Smoker's turn. So we're going to go top to bottom. So this one, am I going to be the mean GM and shoot the dog? You fucking bet I am. Close range though, so he's got a... Well, no. Did we say the dog got right up? Or the dog stayed on this one this turn, Max?
Yeah, he stayed right there.
They stayed right there?
He just kind of like, yep.
Okay. So he's going to attempt to shoot your dog.
Good dog.
Dodgy times. 6 damage on your dog's head, Max.
It has no DR and anything on it.
Ooh, is it dead?
How much damage did it take?
6.
No, it's still alive.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, he's got 9 left. Okay. Right, I'm going to be kind and not get the second one to attack the dog then. But that's a crippled head for your doggo. So the second one, he's going to turn and he's going to look and he's going to shoot at Brock, who is 2 zones away, so he's got difficulty 2. Difficulty 3 because it's Brock. Right, fuck that, he's shooting dim glow. Difficulty 2.
Okay.
Oh, complication.
Yes.
So for the complication, I'm just going to give you guys an action point because I don't want to take a complication.
Okay,
You
sounds
guys
great.
can just have an action point. You're up to 5. Third smoker is going to shoot at 2 rock.
I got a 2.
Have you got 2 agility? So that's difficulty 3, so he misses you. 4th one is going to shoot at Happy. Difficulty 2, unless Happy's got an agility 9.
Remember, I haven't got off the boat yet.
You're not off the boat yet. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so that was at Turok. The 5th one is going to aim at Turok again. I'm going to say they don't like tribals, Max. They're racists.
They don't like landlubbers.
Difficulty 3 needs to hit you, though, because you've got an agility 9 and he's 2 zones away, so that's a miss. And we're going to say the last one's going to be shooting at Dim Glow.
Sounds great. I hope.
You can take
That's
it,
still
right?
pretty difficult.
He needs 2, so that's a miss. Now, it's Brock's turn.
Okay. So, if I wanted to drink a beer, is that going to take me minor action to take it out and then another minor action to drink it?
Technically, I think yes, because interacts with a minor action is taking it out of your bag, and then interact with a minor action would be drinking it. So yes, technically it's 2 minor actions.
I'm going to spend an action point to drink my beer.
Okay. Remind us and the viewers what a beer does.
Because it is alcoholic, it gives me a reroll on all of my charisma and strength tests for 1 scene.
Nice. And you melee weapons is strength. You got rerolls on melee weapons.
And it increases the difficulty of intelligence ones by 1.
You're not planning on using your intelligence here for this situation, though, right?
Then I'm gonna. I don't think so. Brock is gonna sprint over to the robot. He's gonna say, "You guys take care of Dummy." The raider back there, and he's gonna spend 2 more action points
to make an attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'll spend the extra action point as well to roll 3 dice.
Big Brock spending a lot of action points here to make things happen.
I'm going to re-roll that 20 first with my beer.
This is the beer gives you the re-roll.
Yep.
And I'll have my blitz re-roll as well.
And you've got blitz because you get a re-roll when you move into combat. When you move into a zone with somebody.
When I move next to a guy. Yeah.
Yep, you've got 1 more re-roll on that.
Oh, there you go.
There's the 2 successes that you need, and I'm pretty sure that defense is normally 1, so I'm pretty sure you've hit it. Aye, its regular defense is. Well, I didn't actually say. Let me just have a quick look in its character sheet. I've not actually added it. I'm gonna have to quickly look in the rule book, gang.
So he has total 3 successes for him. So
he's got 3 successes.
Yeah, I did. I got 2 successes on my 1 reroll.
Right. Okay. So you definitely hit him. I'm just going to double check that. Fallout rulebook.
Not going to do any extra damage. I don't think. Okay. I'm gonna. Oops! I hit the wrong button. I want this button.
That would have been better for the first one.
So that's gonna be 16 damage with and it'll pierce 10 of his armor.
2 seconds, I'm just checking this in the thing. Yeah, defense is 1. So what did you say? 16 damage?
Yes, to his head.
Ignoring how much armor?
10.
10, because of piercing 2. So it's going to ignore... He's got physical of 6, so you're ignoring all 6 of it. So it's how many? 15 damage 16. To his head. 16 damage to his head. So
he's blinded now.
He's blinded. He is blinded, and I'd have to spend 2 action points for him to do a major action next round, wouldn't I?
No more rockets.
That's true.
Yeah. No more rockets. Yep. Okay, and that is your turn.
Yes.
Okay. Happy. Happy's not yet on the boat. What's this all about, Chris? This better be good.
Okay, so Happy says to the Minuteman, "Y'all want to get on that other boat?" And then they're like, "What?" And he's like, I don't have time to explain. Get on the other boat." And they just look at him, and they're like, "All right." And then Happy pulls the pin out of the grenade that we set up earlier because he picked it up from the center of the battlefield because that was the only thing that he did in the last fight.
Right.
And he's trying to blow the bow of the ship so that even if we don't win this fight, these fuckers are all dead.
So you're telling them all to go into the same boat.
Yeah.
Which they just fit in, and you've got Happy in this boat, and he's.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You're doing a suicide bomb.
Yeah, because I've already rammed the ship, and caused it damage.
That's
so
right. You rammed the ship,
bow.
and you did 8 damage to your boat. You did 8 damage to your boat.
Oh well, this is gonna do fucking damage to their boat anyway. So once I pull the pin, I'm gonna climb to get in.
Right. Okay. So you're climbing to get in, and you're pulling the pin on that. Right. Okay. So, what does one grenade do? How many damage is one frag grenade do?
It's 6d6s.
Roll me 18 damage dice.
18 damage dice.
No, I like this, Chris. This is fun. This is fun.
Did I not do any damage to the big boat?
Aye, roll 18 damage dice.
Aye, but before...
Ouchies!
So,
I'm going to spend a luck and re-roll 3.
Okay, well, it's been a couple of rounds already, so that's actually losing 22. And you do 3 more. Okay, it had 3 hit points left. So with that, the small boat explodes. So you may now roll me 24 combat dice. So that
I'm going to
does...
spend a luck and re-roll 4. Another...
Reroll 3 with a luck.
Actually, sorry, I'm going to spend 2 luck and re-roll 6.
Okay.
Hey, that's still 6 more points of damage.
So that's 22 damage to the front of the boat. Right, I don't really have a symbol that I can put on it for an explosion. Let me see if I can find something.
Let me see.
Nah, it just needs to be something I've got on my PC or uploaded into Roll20 already. I'm not going to search for it. Oh no, maybe it'll do something. Hang on.
What if I just draw flames?
Nope. I'll work it out. Watch. Bear with me a second, folks.
Legit, I've had this planned out for, like...
Well, I like it. I'm just trying to find a suitable flame. I'm not really getting anything that's transparent background immediately. I mean, I could Google it and find something, but I don't think there's any need. I'll just do that. Oh, that is transparent background. That works.
Yeah, there you go. Nice.
Okay, so that boat is blown up, and we have a fire
Guns.
on this side of the boat. Okay, very
I
nice,
look at
Chris.
happy, I'm like really happy.
I love that, Chris. That is a beautiful contribution. That is actually epic. I love that. That's your turn, though. You're not getting any more. You're not spending action points and shit. That's all you're getting.
That's right. Sweet.
Dimglow, it's your turn.
Well.
Oh, kill this sumbitch. Kill this sumbitch.
How much? Just look up one.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm gonna do a first aid action on myself, and buy 1 additional d20 for that.
First aid action on yourself, and you're buying a d20.
So it's a difficulty 2.
Yep. There's your 2.
Well,
that's 3.
3 actually.
Gain an action point.
Nice.
Okay. But the first aid action is my main turn, right? So
it's a major action. So you'd have to spend 2 action points to also make an attack, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
Were you doing it to clear your injury or to heal hit points?
Yeah, I am going to do it to finish my injury to clear it. But because I've got the first aid kit, I automatically also heal 2 HP because I did a first aid action.
Okay.
And now, let's see. Can I buy So we got 2 action points in the pool, right?
There's 2 in the pool.
Can I buy 1 more?
No. Well, if it's for an extra dice, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm first going to.
So you're spending
spend
2 to do the action.
attack.
Yep. You can then buy 1 for an extra dice. Yes.
I'll do that.
Okay.
I would say to buy at least 1, like maybe 2 even.
Actually, I'm going to buy 3 then.
Okay, so you're buying
There you
3
go.
Because-
action points to get 2 dice. Yeah.
I want to attack a specific body part.
Okay, so you're aiming with your melee attack. Not aiming, sorry. You're picking a body part with your melee attack. Which body part?
And because he's got a minigun, I'm going for one of the arms.
Okay. Right or left arm?
Let's say right. I'm
Right
gonna
arm.
assume
So
he's
you're
righty.
attacking his right arm. So the difficulty of this is a 3.
Yep.
Let me just check his standard defense is 1. His defense is 1, so your difficulty here is 3.
Okay.
There's your 3 plus 1, so you gain an action point, but you have a complication.
I'm gonna use my last luck point to reroll that one.
Last luck point on the complication. I love it. I love it. Yeah, that's another success as well. So you've got 2 action
I'm-
points.
I'm gonna use them immediately for more damage.
For the damage, I thought you might.
So I'm not actually sure if you want to, and the reason why is because we have to finish punching through his armor before he actually takes any hit point damage himself.
Okay.
So you would just be doing a ton of damage to the armor and not to his body.
All right, then
like,
I'm
you
not
have to-
gonna. If I can change that.
Okay. So you're keeping those 2 action points then.
Yep. So I'm just going for normal attack. Didn't that do something? Didn't roll it. I'll try
Nothing's come
again.
up.
9 plus 3
9 with
fishes and
3
3
breaking. Right, so it's 12 with 3 breaking. So first of all, it's 12. So first of all, he's losing 3 of the resistance on his right arm. So someone else make a note of this. Right arm minus 3 reduction. Minus 3 DR. Right arm. I can write that down actually. Right arm minus 3 DR. Okay.
Okay.
But he's still got full DR for the hit. So you are, you're not ignoring anything initially. So it's 12 damage versus his DR on his right arm, which is, bear with me guys, this is complicated when power armor gets involved. So his DR on his right arm is 6. What did we say? 12. So 6 goes through. So it's 6 damage. But that 6 damage doesn't come off him yet. It comes off his right arm off the power armor. So, and the power armor.
So because he did enough damage to normally do an injury, like if you do more than 5 damage, that also counts as breaking the part. So if this doesn't hit the power armor for enough damage to break its hit points, it still did enough initial damage that he can do damage to the right arm in the future.
Right, so that just breaks it, that bit of power arm, because it did more than did more than 5. So the power armor is gone on the right arm.
All right, and I still got a minor action because I used my first aid to heal my
You do
foot.
still have a minor action.
So I am going to use my minor action to move around the guy and use him a bit as a living shield when another rocket comes flying.
Okay, bear with me a moment, because I'm just changing in his sheet where it says 10 on his arms to 10 on left arm. Okay, so you break the armor, the power armor breaks off the frame on the right arm.
Okay.
And what you
That's
do, you move into behind him.
Yep. So when a rocket is flying at me, well, the big boss is
He's in the
standing
way.
front of me. Because the power armor is big, right?
Yeah.
It's bigger than me.
It is bigger than you. It's like a man in power armor is the size of Brock, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm gonna
Basically, that's about the same. A super mutant's about the size of a person in power armor.
It's true.
Okay, so Brother Dimglow, that is very much your turn. You've done loads there.
Yeah,
So it's
exactly.
now
That's
the
all.
Deacon. So he's going to turn and face you. He's going to be like, you fucking asshole. This is mine. You must be some crazy, crazy, crazy fool. And Oliver's looking at his special abilities. Bear with me a moment.
And I reply to him, look at me. I'm the Deacon now.
So that's got medium range and that's got medium range. He's going to step back and then he's going to shoot at you with... well, he had his minigun out before, didn't he? So I'm not going to change weapons. He's going to fire again with his minigun.
But his arm isn't injured yet.
Oh
right?
yeah, his arm's... No, his arm's not injured. You just popped his power armor off. His arm is still fine. The arm is still fine. He can still use his two-handed weapons. So he's going to fire with his minigun. Yeah. Do I have action points? I have 3. Do you know what? You're getting 2 extra dice because it's hard to hurt you guys. I'm going to attempt to hurt you here. That's 2. What did I need? 1. Just 1, eh?
Ideal? What range is it? Medium?
Medium ideal range.
Yeah,
so
it's 1.
I gain an action point. So, I don't have let rip on the minigun. I have it on his other gun. So it's now just a regular damage roll.
Okay, thank God for that.
Why is that only roll 3?
Because Atom provides.
Oh, because I can't use because I'm not using his fire rate. Yeah. Let me see if let rip counts for the minigun as well, maybe. Because that sucked. That sucked. Bear with me a moment. That sucked.
Not for us.
Probably, yeah, true, not for us. But...
Yeah, good for us.
Alright, tell you what I'm gonna do is ignore that attack. He's gonna change weapons. And I would have had to spend an action point to do that. So he's only going to have the 1 extra dice here. He's not going to have 4 dice. He's going to have 3, but I've changed weapons with using an extra minor action. So he pulls out a laser rifle.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh, I should have rolled 1 extra dice there. Let me just roll an extra dice. Hang on. So I'll just roll it again and ignore the second dice. So that is 2 successes, so he does gain an action point. Okay, now he can use... It's called Well Equipped. It's like Let Rip on lesser characters, but he's a more major character. It does this. It's just like Let Rip. He can Let Rip with a volley from his improved long laser rifle, adding a fire rate of 2 to it. Who's pinging me? Is there a reason I'm being pinged?
No, it's a mistake.
Okay. Right, so damage on this. And he's adding 2 with his let rip. So it's the only time NPCs can add bullets. That's 9 with piercing. 9 with 4 piercing. So what is your energy resistance on your groin?
It's a 2.
Okay, so you're taking 7 damage on the groin. That is a crippled body part on your torso. That's internal bleeding, my friend.
Yep.
So I'll take away your other effect, and you've now got this one. And what's my action point situation? I've got 3. He's going to spend 2 to take another major action and attack you. And he's going to spend the 3rd one to get the 3rd dice. So he's going to attack you with 3 dice.
You really want to kill me.
I want to hurt somebody, mate. I'm too soft with you guys and you don't get hurt enough. I want to hurt somebody. It's not going to be enough, and he's got a complication, and for the complication I'm going to just give you guys an action point, and that is his turn. Turok, it's your turn. This is interesting. This is tense. I like
now
it.
the question is, with the miniguns mounted on the side, are they just this or they are full 360?
Nah, they've only got about a 180 range of motion, unfortunately, so they only point out the way. If you ripped it off its mount, you could use it as a normal minigun. It's a normal minigun that's been mounted.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm not broad.
You're not Brock, that's right. Okay, it would be a strength difficulty test 5 to just rip it off, yeah. Or a repair roll with maybe like a difficulty 3 or 4.
Yeah, I'm
And
not worried about it.
You've got a multi-tool which brings repair down 1, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So I would say it's a difficulty 4, right? Repair. So strength 5 or repair 4. If you use a multi-tool, it brings it down to a 3. That's getting in the realm of achievable.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about it right now.
No? Okay. What would you like to do?
I was... Yeah, so even for me to get up to these guys, I can only get up to here, right?
You could sprint to here, which is through, or you could sprint to here, which is the door underneath. So imagine there's like a door here, right? And that takes you, and that would take you to underneath. There's then, you can't see them, but here there's stairs here and here that go up. So you would run in here at one of the doors, and then you would run to here. So you can sprint to that section. So you are underneath them. I'll put a red symbol to show that you're down below. You're down 1.
Okay.
Okay.
I call my dog to follow me to get out of the way. Go. Rup, 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 rup.
That's fine.
Rup,
So,
rup,
so the dog actually runs down. Right, hang on, because the dog. You remember you're down 1 level, so that means the dog would run down and go under.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that was a sprint. So that's a major action. Would you like to do anything else? I'm just moving him so that you can see everybody.
Yeah. So it's so that I don't have the minor action to go up.
No, you can't move again.
No?
You can't use a minor action to move if you've sprinted. You can only move once. And 2 zones is a sprint, which is a major action.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like hiding out of the way, like behind the door, so the guy won't see me. So me and my dog are outside of the door. We're sitting there, kind of looking at the guy, like fuck.
Okay.
Oh yeah. And I don't have a stim pack, do I? I don't think I do.
Stim pack would be a minor action.
I did. Yes. So what I'm doing, I'm gonna stim pack my dog to get rid of the.
Okay. Are you doing a medicine check, or are you just jamming it into him with a minor action for 4 hit points?
I said no. I say, isn't a medicine check a full action or is that a minor action?
Medicine check is a major action, but just hitting him with the thing is a minor action. You can just hit him for 4 hit points.
Yeah, but remember he took damage to the head, so I'm gonna get rid of the damage.
So that's a medicine check, which would be an extra major action, which would cost you 2 action points, and the difficulty would go up 1 because it's the second major action. Hitting him with a stim pack is not going to cost you any skill. It's not going to cost you any action points. You can just do that, and it's going to be 4 hit points.
So I'm you
would still have his wound though that way.
Well, I thought the stim pack gets rid of wound or health,
or one or the other. So you can, but to use a stim pack as part of a medicine check would be a major action. To just hit him with a stim pack to give him 4 hit points is a minor action. That's the difference. One of them you can do here with no cost. One of them you can do at a cost with an extended difficulty.
I'm gonna wait the next turn with my next full action to do a medicine check and heal him with it.
Well, remember, you could hit him with the stim pack now with a minor action and give him 4 hit points. And then next time with your major action, you can still do a medicine check. You just won't have the stim pack. So you can get the 4 hit points, and then next round you can attempt to fix his wound with a medicine check.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, so you use the stim pack. He gets 4. He still has an injury, but you can then attempt to treat that with a major action next round. Okay. That is Turok. So we now move to the Sentry bot, and the Sentry bot is programmed, and I mean, I'm tempted. Should I shoot Dimglow? But I think I'm gonna wipe Dimglow out if I do shoot him. So I'm gonna try and be
he's
kind
blind.
of. Oh wait.
He's
blinded. Yeah.
He's
so
blind.
it cost me 2 major.
Cost
me 2 major action points. 2 action points to make a major action, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But he's also got a +2 difficulty for being blinded. So I'm going to spend the 2 action points. And then he's going to attempt... Yeah, he's going to attempt to shoot Dimglow with his rocket launcher.
Okay.
The difficulty is +2, becoming 3. So I'm going to spend my...
If he's doing the rocket launcher, it's the blast with difficulty 2.
Yeah, so it's difficulty 2.
So it'll go up to 4.
It goes up to difficulty 4, yeah. So I've got no action points, and it goes up to difficulty 4, but I get to roll a third dice. Okay. Good luck, Dimglow.
Yeah, thank you.
Difficulty 4.
3.
You're so lucky he doesn't get tagged skills.
Oh,
You're so lucky he doesn't get tagged skills.
Wait, it's a 3, right?
It's 3 successes. He needed 4.
Okay.
Because it's +2 because of his blindness.
That's still half damage, though. 'cause
It's still
flat.
half damage, that's right. So you can take half of this. You can take 3. Would you like to roll your own body part, or shall I roll it for you?
Go ahead and roll my body part.
3 damage to your torso.
So that's only 1 damage.
Okay. What body part have you got injured again, remind me?
My torso.
Torso. So at the end of your turn, you take the... Okay, internal bleeding damage. So that's the Sentry Bot's turnover. So now it's the Smokers. So this first one... Now, they did see the dog disappear, and they saw Turok run through, so he's going to go... he's going to run down the stairs, so that's one zone. He's now going to see you, Max, but he's one zone away. But that's ideal range for the combat rifle. You've got agility 9 on Turok, Max?
Yep.
So that's difficulty 2. So he's going to attempt to shoot you with difficulty 2. One success. Second one is going to follow suit and do the same thing. The third one is going to also do the same thing. Oh, that's the dog I'm moving.
Well, you're welcome, gentlemen. I got at least half their asses off of you.
Now, I'm going to take the red off of you and Turok. Off of you and the dog, because there's less up than down, and I'm going to put a different colour on the guys that are upstairs. So upstairs can have a yellow dot. Downstairs is no dot.
Alright. I'll move it over a little bit. Moving over so you can see yellow dot.
Yep. Okay. And the third one is going to again shoot at you, Turok. There we go. There's the 2. Five minus your physical damage resistance on your left leg.
It's 5.
You've got nothing on your left leg?
I have 5.
Oh, you've got 5 on your left leg, so it's no damage? Shit. Okay. Okay. So that's the first 3. The next 3...
I can't do damage like these fuckers, but I'm a
You
soak.
can soak it. Yeah, that was pretty solid.
I'm a endurance fucker.
So
I'm like,
the
no,
next
I'm not
3
gonna die.
This one's going to come down and shoot Brock. And it is ideal range, because that's only one zone from there to there. There's the 2 that he needs to hit Brock. And I'm going to let rip. Forgot to let rip with the other guy. So blue dot means he's let rip, by the way, because I can only do it once. So 6 damage minus your physical damage resistance on this body part, Brock. Left arm. Right arm, I think. You don't take anything.
I have
do you?
exactly 6.
Yeah, you're a scumbag. Right, so that was that one. So this next one, he's going to... No, he's going to move over there.
Armor.
And he's going to attempt to shoot Dimglow.
Of course he is.
He only needs 1 to hit you.
So he does.
So it's 5 minus your physical damage resistance on your groin.
So that's only 3 damage. I hate looking good.
Down to 3 hit points, you are not looking good. This one is going to go to here, and he's going to shoot at Happy.
I have to do something.
So
So
it's
it's
a-
blowing stuff up.
Target number goes up 1. So he needs 2 successes to hit you. Have I got any? No, I've not got any action points. There's 2 successes. I have hit happy. I am going to let rip. For 7 physical.
Gods.
Minus your physical reduction on your head. What's your physical reduction on your head, Happy?
Probably 0, I think. Let me double check.
I got a leather cap. That's why I make sure. I was like, I'm wearing a hat.
So that might be 7 damage to your head.
Sum total of Zippo 0.
That's 7 damage to your head. That is a crippled body part on your head, mate.
But I have a perk here which says brainless moron. So it says that you actually can't take damage to your head. No, okay, 7. Right.
Yeah, okay.
What's a crippled head do?
So it's stunned, and until that... So stunned means you have to spend 2 action points. You have to spend action points to make any action in your next turn. And it means unless somebody cures that wound, any test involving sight, so all attacks and a lot of other tests, are difficulty +2.
Okay, so if I'm stunned, I can't even do, like, could I do a stim pack? Was it major actions I can't do?
No, you can, but it'll cost you an action point.
An action point?
Yeah, it'll cost you an action point to do any actions.
Oh, any action whatsoever. It doesn't matter if it's major or minor. Okay,
Correct,
sweet.
correct.
Sweet.
And I'm going to be kind and say that you can jab a stim pack into yourself without looking, so you're not going to get a +2 difficulty on that. There's not a difficulty test anyway.
Pretty fucked if you can't go.
There's no test actually if you're just jabbing yourself. There is no test. It's just a minor action. Brock, it's your turn. Need to hope Brock can do something serious here, guys, because you're looking in trouble. Like,
We need it. We need it.
I say take the big fucker out, not that missile
Jeff.
dude, but the other guy.
You've went mute again.
Like, hold on.
Don't hear you, Jeff, mate. Three successes and a complication with your spiked baseball bat. You're on mute, by the way, Jeff. We don't hear you.
Oh, sorry.
And if you reroll another 2
working,
successes.
So I keep pausing it. But
right, okay. That's 5 successes.
I was trying to specifically aim for his missile launcher arm.
Right, so you needed a difficulty of 2, so you've got 5 successes. So you gain 3 action points. You get up to full action points, 6.
Okay. And
you go for the missile launcher arm. 8 with 2 piercing and 5 vicious.
Looks
6
like
vicious.
6.
Well,
so that's
so 6 more is 14 damage,
14.
and it'll ignore all of his armor on whatever part I'm hitting.
14 ignoring how much armor? 12, yeah.
12.
14 hit points. Okay, so that is another 14 hit points damage, and that is another body part crippled on him, which was his missile launcher.
Mm-hmm.
I guess because he's still alive, I'm gonna hit
I think I went to the bit.
He has a missile launcher on each arm, so what that means is he can still fire with his missile launcher, but it does half as much damage now. That's what that means. He does half as much damage now.
I thought he had like a minigun on his
Oh no,
other
you're
arm.
right. No, you are right, Jeff. He has a chain gun on one hand
Minigun.
and a missile launcher on another. You're right, Jeff.
Yeah.
So you've disabled his missile launcher arm until somebody fixes it.
Oh boy.
There are 6 action points.
Yeah, I
say
know.
the power armor guy needs to get fucked. I mean, he's.
I think so
I'll try
too.
to get him next turn.
So I'm gonna use my minor action to head back over to this dude,
Okay.
Okay.
and then I'm gonna use 2 action points.
Yep.
To do the thing. I'm gonna specifically aim for his arm
So
to
difficulty
up the
3.
damage before.
Okay.
Right arm.
Difficulty 3. You have 4 action points left.
I'm gonna spend 3 of them.
Okay. So you got difficulty 3 with 4 dice.
I'm gonna re-roll one of those with my beer.
Okay. You've got your 3
Probably
successes
gonna
still.
re-roll. I'm gonna re-roll the other one with Blitz.
So you got 4 successes.
There you go.
Gain an action point. You have 2 action points, and you have hit him in the right arm.
Oops, that's the wrong button.
This is the arm with no armor on it as well.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm gonna use luck to reroll.
Would you like to spend 2 luck and reroll 6?
I think I do actually. Yeah, I'll go
Thought you might,
down
thought
to
you
my
might.
2 more luck points left.
Oh, unlucky, mate. Unlucky.
I'm good.
So
unlucky
it's-
indeed.
It's 6, 8 with 5 vicious, so it's 13 with 5 piercing. Doesn't matter. He's got no armor. It's just 13, isn't it?
Mhm.
It'll,
13.
it'll pierce 10, but so this is where the power armor gets weird, is because like I think the DR still exists even, and you're just allowed to hit him finally. I don't know, but he also got the breaking on it as well.
So it has DR, right? If you get through its DR, you then do damage to it. Once you
Yeah.
do damage to it, it's then gone. It doesn't have the DR anymore. It just has a power armor frames DR after that, which I think is 1 or 2.
But I did
Yeah.
remove the armor in general with my breaking, right?
So how much damage
Yeah.
did you do? 13.
13.
And you cripple
Pierce
the
the
body
10.
part. You cripple the body part.
Awesome.
Happy.
Yeah, but
Stan.
which part apart?
Happy with your
It was
injured.
the arm that I picked.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
right arm, yeah. Happy with your injured.
Nice.
What was it? Yeah. So you've got you're stunned, which means it would cost you action points to do anything. A major action will cost you 2, and a minor action will cost you 1. What would you like to do?
I'm pretty sure I have a stim, so let me check.
I could use this for first aid action. These 2.
Interact with a minor action. Interact with a item as a minor action, so it'll cost you 1 action point to use a stim pack.
I have 1 stim pack, so
Okay, so it'll cost you 1 action point to use it.
yeah.
Now
so
you
fucking
may-
take that-
You
take
may
that
cu-
AP.
you may cure your wound, or you may take 4 hit points back. What would you like to do?
Well,
That's
I'm
like
gonna
it-
cure the
wound.
wound. There's no fucking point in.
Okay, so you don't
Yeah,
cure,
correct,
you don't heal any hit points, but you get rid of that wound,
Mhm.
which means you now can see again. You don't have that increased difficulty. You don't have to do that again. So that was a minor action to do that. You can now. You're now not stunned, so you can now do a major action at no cost. Am I right, Jeff? Because he's got rid of the wound? Are you still you're muted again?
I guess, sure.
Yeah.
That's your call.
So you can now take a major
Yeah, I would
action
think so.
at no cost, Chris, because you did that.
I'd have been fucking doing it anyway. I'd buying fucking shit. I don't care. Right, so I am gonna spend a luck point to bring the mysterious stranger along.
You're supposed to do it at the
during-
start of a battle, but I'm gonna just let you do it, okay?
Alright.
But this is the first fucking thing that I've been able to do.
I know it's fine. You can
The
do
only
it. You
thing
can
that
do it.
I've done is pull a pin out of a grenade, climb up, get shot in the face.
The
I
one,
haven't fucking done
the one,
anything.
okay, the one thing I do remember about the mysterious stranger is that he will only attack someone that you have attacked or has attacked you. So at the moment, you've not attacked
Yeah.
anyone and no one's attacked you, so he can't actually shoot
Well,
at anyone.
he has been attacked. He's been shot in the head.
I've
Oh,
been
yeah.
shot in the head.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. One of the guys.
That was
has
one of the
shot
guys
you.
up top.
Yeah,
That's one of the guys on the top
did
area.
hit you, that's right. Okay, so the mysterious
Yep.
stranger is in play then, Chris. I don't think it costs you anything to do that. I think that's a freebie, by the way.
It cost me luck.
Apart from the luck, it doesn't cost you an action though. So you've still got
No.
a major. You still
I've
got a
still got
major
my
action.
major action.
Yeah.
So this is where I'm going to shoot someone. And I'm going
Okay.
to shoot. The guy that is in the middle
Power armor guy,
here.
the deacon.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Fucking get decantered.
Bit of advice: if you shoot him in the right arm, you're going to do damage. Whereas you hit him anywhere else, you're not.
Aye, but if I shoot him, then the mysterious stranger might just shoot him as well.
But that's who you want the mysterious stranger to shoot, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's
I think that's what it
I'm
is.
saying. So
Aye.
it doesn't matter whether or not
I bet.
as long as I shoot him.
But if you increase the difficulty by 1 and aim for his arm, that's the only way you're going to do any damage.
I'm probably not gonna fucking hit him if I do that, mate.
Your difficulty's 1. You've got an action point that you could spend on the extra dice. So your difficulty would be 2, but you've got an action point you can spend on an extra
let's
dice.
go.
Okay,
Let's
so
go,
difficulty's
let's
2, but you can roll the 3rd dice. Right, have you got any luck left?
I've got 2 luck left.
Spend them one at a time. Reroll your 18.
Right.
I'm going to help you through this. We're going to get them.
We're gonna do this.
We're going to do this. I'm on your side for once. I'm on your team. Nice. Reroll the 18 with a luck then. You only need 1 more success. And you've hit his arm. Unlucky. Unlucky. Would you like to spend your last luck to try again? You're re-rolling the other dice. Unlucky. You've got no luck left, and that is definitely the end of your turn. Dimglow, it's you.
Whew.
I'm going to buy 1 d20 from you,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do a first aid check again. And I just needed 1. No, I needed 2. Did I need 2?
What have you got? How many wounds do you have?
1, so yeah, I needed 2.
So you need 2.
All right for treating yourself.
You've used all your luck, haven't you?
No.
Yeah, I used all my luck.
That you failed to.
You have a stim pack?
Yeah, I do, but it's got a lot more benefit if I use it as a first aid action.
But you failed your first aid action.
Let me think. The boat's down there, right?
The boat's gone. The other one, the one with the Minutemen in it, is just a little bit out to sea. It's over here. This one's on fire and blown up.
Can I move to like the side over here? Get out of sight.
So, no, because that's a wall. These guys are through a wall, so there's no backing up. You can't get out of sight there. There's nowhere to go.
And
You
I
go
believe
any
the
further,
door's
you're in the water.
there.
The door's
And
here.
there's a door there.
The doors are here and here.
but this is a raised platform, right?
That's a raised platform. It's like a couple of like air vent things. Like they're about 3-4 feet high.
Okay, I'm gonna go behind it and go prone.
You're gonna go right. Okay, so you're getting down for as much cover as possible. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. It's now the deacon's turn. So the deacon has a crippled arm, right?
Yep.
So
Yes.
he drops the minigun.
Whew. Good.
And with his... Oh, I was going to say with his minor action, he's going to pull out a melee weapon. But he doesn't seem to be armed with a melee weapon, lads. He's going to just hit you for unarmed. He's going to attempt to punch you. I've got 1 dice, so I'm going to spend it. And here he goes with a punch. Power armor punch. 3 successes. So I gain an action point. So I gain 1
Brock's
action
gonna
point.
absorb it like SpongeBob.
So I'm going to put that 1 action point that I just gained into the damage. 6. You're just soaking all that, aren't you? On that body part. You've soaked it all, haven't you?
Yes. My head has 5, but the rest of me has 6.
Son of a-
Actually, my you hit my arm. My arms have because they have I don't remember what the mod is.
You son
Let's
of
see
a
here.
bitch. You son of a bitch.
I think it's the braced mod gives it an extra 2 DR against melee.
Nice.
After
nice.
those death claws hurt my arm, I was like, never again.
Okay, so that's the deacon's turn. Max, it's Turok, and you are underneath, on the same level as these
okay.
guys. You see these 3.
Yeah. So what it is that with like my gun sword in hand, I go up here, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have my dog go at them, not attacking, but as the
As an assist.
assistant,
Yep.
as assist. So I'm coming up there and I'm basically like gun to the face and boom, take a shot with it with my 9mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I had them hiding. You can see them now, can't you?
No, yeah, you're good. And we have 0 AP.
Correct. You can buy some.
All right. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna buy 1.
Okay. You have 1.
Yeah, you can do that. Oh.
Like Dustin with the bennies, eh?
All right.
That's 3 successes when you needed 1, so you've got 2 action points again.
Can I roll my dog for the assist?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
And I think if he gets a success, you just get to auto roll an amount of damage. I think when you do an assist with a companion. This game has so many fucking rules.
Yeah.
Crunchiest motherfucking game ever, man. 2 successes. An assist should only be 1 dice, so that's only 1 success. But you gain an action point.
Okay.
With that assist, I think. What is it, Jeff? You can remember. What does he do with that assist? He automatically rolls 2 damage dice or something, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's whatever half of his normal damage is.
So
like the minimum of 2.
Grim gets to roll half his normal damage, a minimum of 2 dice.
Yep.
Plus,
I'm doing the rate of fire
damage.
2, spending 2 bullets.
Nice. Just remember to keep track on your sheet because roll 20
Oh,
doesn't do it automatically. You got 6. Would you like to spend a luck if you have any?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a luck to reroll 3 of those.
Yeah, you've got luck left. Oh, you've got 4 luck left. Have you not used any of your luck?
Yeah. Nope.
Nice.
I'm sorry, I'm not a killing machines.
Right,
I'm like,
Okay, don't press the additional combat dice button because that'll roll them all plus 3. Just roll 3 separately.
Oh well. 3. Submit.
Okay, that have a nice roll. So that's 9, and roll 2 dice for the dog. I think it's 2. It's half of his normal.
Okay.
I'll roll half his normal damage dice, and we'll just add it all together on the same body part.
Okay. 2.
Okay, so it's 9 damage, minus reduction on roll a body part. 5 is the torso. His reduction is 2, so he's going to take 7 damage. Which one? Left to right, 1, 2, or 3?
I'll take the first one that's coming down. It's probably this guy that's right there.
Oh, that one.
Like,
okay.
they're all
Number
coming.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So he takes 7 damage on his torso, and he's now got the internal bleeding. Dimgo,
Like,
I think we forgot to do your internal bleeding on your turn. If you would like to roll that, please.
That's 2d6s, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this might kill me.
Oh yeah, this is the 2 damage dice. How much HP do you have left?
1.
Ooh.
Oh.
Now it's getting close to 11 o'clock. No one's like dying on an early bed yet, Chris. You've still got time, have you?
All good.
All good, sweet. Okay, so 2 knockouts. Is that the rest? Is that the end of your turn? You've got 3 action points.
I'm gonna save that for Brock.
Okay.
It's like, I'm sitting there dealing with these guys.
The sentry bot is next, and he's going to turn. He's going to use his gun arm this time against you, Brock. But he's still blinded.
Is it still blind?
Nobody's been to fix him, so his difficulty goes up by 2. So
And you got a 2, right?
and it's already a 2 on him, so difficulty is a 5 here. No, difficulty is a 4 here.
4. Yeah.
What action points do I have? 1, so I'm spending it for the 3rd dice. Got difficulty 4. That's only 2, so he misses. And I don't have action points to do anything more with him, so it's the smoker's turn. Again, back to the smokers. So we've got the 3. I'll do the top ones first, right? So these 2 are both going to shoot at Brock this round.
He loves to hear it.
That's a hit.
Yep.
And this one hasn't used his let rip yet, so he's about to use it. So that's 6.
Whoa, he jumped way far over there.
Yeah, I'll just move him so I can put a thing on his token. So that's 6 on this body part. On Brock. One of your legs, I think. But you'll take nothing.
It's true.
The second one isn't going to shoot Brock because he sees it. He sees all that armor just soaking all the damage. He's going to shoot at Happy instead, and he's only needs 1 to hit Happy.
Happy
long range?
actually has a perk now, which is called "I've been hurt too much." So.
Oh no, it's long range.
Bullets.
It's long range
Yeah.
on Happy. It's long range on Happy. He doesn't hit you. So that's those two. This one is going to move here, and he's going to shoot at Brock in medium range. And it's only one, so it's not enough. And then we've got the 3 downstairs with Turok. Now they are all only 1 zone away from you, so they all have the right.
Yeah.
They all have the perfect
So
shot
did-
against you here.
Does that one take it rolls his damage after his action
After
or
his
during
turns.
his
So we'll do him
Okay.
first, right?
Okay.
You can also group the attack.
So that's a success. Now I'm just going to do them individually.
Right.
Okay.
Now he hasn't let rip, so he's going to do his let rip. I'm afraid, Max. I'm not holding back
Okay.
here. So he gives you 5 physical,
2.
minus your reduction on your head.
Okay.
So that's gonna be 4.
Actually, I have something there
You've
for
got
that.
1,
I got
I
it.
think. So that's going to be 4, right? Okay.
I got 2. I got 2 up
Oh, you
there.
got 2.
So,
Okay, so you only take 3. Now the next one.
okay. Where is?
2 successes.
Okay.
And this one hasn't let rip yet, so he's going to let rip.
3.
Ooh. On this body part. Groin. What's your reduction on your groin?
That is
Torso?
a 5.
You got 5
Mhm.
reductions, so you take 3 damage from that one.
Okay.
Okay, and the last one. Not enough. Now it's Brock's turn.
Oh, did you roll his damage?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Two dice of damage for internal bleeding. Sorry, Max.
Mhm.
Ooh. 3 damage. Ooh, he's looking in a very bad way after that, boys. Okay,
Yep.
it's Brock's turn.
Kill that guy. Just come in here and let the robot try to attempt to kill something.
I'm not sure if you're talking, Jeff, but if you are, we don't hear you. There you are.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna try to hit this dude in the arm again
Okay.
for just to
So-
make sure I'm doing damage.
so
I'm gonna
difficulty
spend
is
an
2.
action point.
Okay, so difficulty is 2, but you're spending an action point.
4.
So you gain 2
Two
action
more.
points. So you currently have
Cool.
4.
Cool.
Uh, 14.
14.
Tell us how that looks, Brock.
Oh, thank you, God.
I guess
I
I, really kind of crushed the armor like into his arm and stuff like that. It was the damage is
Yeah.
too much for him.
So even the frame, you've now destroyed it, and the power armor frame just like crushes right into his arm and splits his arm in half, bursts it open. And
Yeah, I yelled,
Not
Brock,
bad
like,
enough
Brock,
that
I
it
need
doesn't
help in
need,
here.
Just give it a repair test and you'll be fine.
So you're moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish off this robot too, I think.
Okay. So you spend 2
So-
action points for another attack.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna spend 1 for another dice.
Okay.
And I'm gonna re-roll with.
Okay. You've already hit him, so that's an extra action point. So you've got 2 action points in the bank.
I can't tell if Tina's watching something or if there's people screaming outside.
Oh well. 11.
Ooh.
Which body part?
It's
Probably
Oh
no
no,
arm.
it's not. It's 17. Let me just check his sheet.
it's one of his legs or treads, I guess he has.
He has physical 6, so you do 5 damage.
I'm gonna ignore 10 of it.
You're ignoring 10 of it.
It's
Shit.
Pierce 2. Everything's Pierce 2.
And they've got the vicious, so it's
You're right.
16 damage.
Tell us how that looks.
Oh my god.
It just explodes into a bunch of parts, like when you drop a Lego thing, and it just shatters into pieces. Like
Oh my god,
a spray of like metal and bolts and wires and stuff through the air.
Like when you kill somebody in one of the Lego games and all the pieces just go scatter.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Sick. And that'll be your turn, I guess. Happy.
Yes, that's the end of it.
Chris, it's your turn. I'm going AFK for a second, but I can still hear you guys.
You see if you can get dim glow up if you can. That would be.
What do you need to do? Suck his dick?
Probably. Give him some mouth to mouth somewhere.
Okay. Where's dim glow? Dim glow's in the corner here. Right, okay.
Yep.
I'll order dim glow. And I'm gonna try and get you up the only way that I know how. Back in Diamond City, we call this the resurrection.
The resurrection.
Res-erection. So
nice.
You're gonna stop my bleeding.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop your bleeding by just fucking doing something. Medicine.
Diverting the blood elsewhere to the body.
Yeah.
Are you giving him mouth to south resuscitation, Chris?
Yeah. So we're getting bleeding somewhere else. No, he's getting he's gonna do a red rocket on him.
Mouth to south resuscitation. He's giving him a red rocket.
What are you red rocket there? That's where he got the injury. He got.
So because I'm not good at medicine checks, I am going to swap my other thing for luck.
For luck. So it costs you a luck point, but you still roll your full luck stat, so the full high number.
Awesome.
Fucking doesn't matter. Shit.
Well, unlucky, mate.
There you go.
Would you like to spend a luck and re-roll one of them?
Nope.
Okay. Would you like to do anything else?
That was a major action, wasn't it?
Aye.
Yep.
Moving to that square was also a minor action.
The moves was a minor, so yeah, you've done a full round. Unless you'd like to spend any action points to do anything else.
I can really use them.
He needs some TLC.
Okay, moving on then. Dim glow, it's your
Can I
turn.
just hug him?
You can hug him. That's a free action. Hugging and crying are free actions.
I'm gonna buy one additional D20.
Okay.
And I mean,
Is this to stabilize?
One additional AP.
Is it to stabilize? Buy 6.
No, I'm gonna first aid again.
Okay.
Okay.
But I want one additional AP.
Okay.
So I can use 2 dices.
Okay. Ah, right, okay, so you're spending 3 action points to get 4 dice.
Ooh. 4
Okay,
successes.
you needed 2, so you've got 2 action points back. So that cures your injury, right?
No, I'm not gonna cure my injury.
No?
I am going to heal.
You're going to heal.
So I heal
4,
4.
because your medicine
plus
skill is
2,
4. Plus 2
plus 2 for my first aid.
from the first aid kit,
Plus
6.
4 for my stim pack.
And you're going to spend a stim
plus
pack.
1 for my healer perk.
10, so 11. You heal 11 hit points.
I heal 11.
Wow!
you
Wow!
Yeah.
That's impressive. That's like when Brock does damage. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Okay, and is that your turn?
No, I'm going to use the 2 remaining action points to do an additional major action.
Okay.
Give me an entire turn back because it was pointless.
I'm going to do another medicine check on myself this time.
Okay. Okay, so difficulty becomes...
Just 1, I believe, now.
Well,
Right.
what is it? How many wounds do you have? 0.
Just 1.
You've got 1 injury.
Mhm.
So basic difficulty is 1. Difficulty is 2 because you're doing it on yourself. Difficulty is 3 because it's a second major action.
No, base difficulty is 0 on the first aid.
Oh,
So
it's
it's
first
two.
aid.
When it's on yourself, it goes up 1.
When it's
Yeah,
on
so
yourself,
it's
it goes
one
up
for
by
the
1.
injury and 1 for...
1 for the injury, 1
Oh,
because
yeah,
you're doing it
true,
on
true.
yourself,
You're right.
and
Yeah.
1 for the second
You're
major
right.
action. It's difficulty 3. Unlucky.
Well, What else can I do?
Should have fucking healed me. I fucking sucked you off for absolutely no reason.
It's all radiation.
In fact, probably when you came to, you were probably like, hey, you know.
Get off of my pants.
I think that's my turn.
Okay.
Roll damage dice and see how hard you hit me.
2 rock.
No, but I need to roll damage dice for my bleeding.
You do need to roll
Shit.
damage dice for your bleeding, yes. Wait, no, did you cure your injury?
No.
No, yeah,
Alright,
you
just
do
a
need
hit
to roll that. So you take 1 hit point.
Alright.
2 rock.
All right, so Turok goes over here, calls his dog to follow him.
Yep.
Get out of the way. Then, so can I sprint on top? Or no?
So hang on, so this is all one zone down here, so that's one zone.
Yeah.
Stairs is a second.
Or
I'll say the stairs. No, that's 3 zones. No, you can sprint
okay,
there.
so
You can sprint to there.
he moves over to the stairs and kind of gets up and look kind of enough to look up.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
But they're one zone away, so they're medium range.
yeah. I'm gonna buy 1 dice.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot this one closest to me right there with my 9mm.
Okay. So what's your range close?
Yes.
So difficulty is 2. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I bought it.
Okay. Good luck. Oh, that's 3, so you gain an action point. Well done.
Mm-hmm.
Roll damage.
Yep. I'm gonna do extra 2. Oh, you serious? I'm gonna spend a luck to roll. I'm gonna spend 2. I'm gonna spend 2 to roll 6.
Yeah, I think you should. That was a fucking shitty roll, Max, mate.
I know, that's fine. Spend,
What a terrible roll that was.
make it out of 1. I'm gonna roll
So
6.
just
of
roll
those.
6, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
So 4 plus 6 is 10. Okay, which body part?
I can roll that real quick. A head.
In the head, he's got no physical. He's got no reduction. So that is 10 damage in the head. Okay, he's not dead, but he's got a crippled face.
And he's blinded, isn't he?
He hadn't been hit before, so that was. He's got 2 hit points left. And is that your turn?
So I couldn't get another AP to do a 4-round action, another major action, can I?
You can no, because you've only got 1 action point.
Yeah, that's what I was like, yeah, I can't do anything right now. So I was
Okay.
like, I just go. Pop.
So we move on to the smokers now. After witnessing their boss die, they are all going to use the sprint action, and they're all going to jump out a window.
Off
Whee!
off the ship.
Whee! 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 And they're all going to abandon ship. Now, the fire is spreading. I'm going to, before I describe the next bit, the fire is spreading, but I'm going to pop some things up in the chat just so you can see what you're getting. From the... Oh, there's no smokers left dead on here. So from the 8 smokers you killed before, you'll get that times 8. We'll worry about it. We'll do it in between sessions. But you're going to get that times 8. From the deacon, you get this. But I'll put it all in Discord later. And
I say that goes to our goes into Dim Glow, and I will help you fix it.
now,
Excellent.
the Sentry bot is a salvage roll, but you may or may not want to make that salvage roll after I tell you about just the next thing that's happening, okay? So,
Okay.
I'm just going to close some character sheets and just keep the necessary ones up.
Wait, so the deacon's got
conserving space.
Brotherhood of Steel hull attacks?
Oh, ignore that. Ignore the Brotherhood of Steel holotags. He is copied over from another type of character. Swap that out with minigun. He has a minigun. You can swap that out
but
with
it is
minigun.
T60 armor?
I believe it's T60, yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, but with a Raider.
No, it's not.
Raider.
Ignore that as well, because he's just copy pasted off of like a Paladin or something. It's not T60. It's full Raider power armor, and it's not Brotherhood of Steel holotags. It's a minigun. But the salvage roll on the Sentry bot you may or may not want to do, because you notice that there's no adversaries around you, but you notice that Preston and the other Minutemen and the Minutemen, they're not static, they're moving along, and you realise that the whole time throughout this battle that the ship, the USS Massachusetts, has been moving, not at a very high speed, but it has been moving all the while towards Boston Harbour. So in the last moments before this ship crashes into Boston Harbour, I would just like to know from each of you whether you are going to jump into the sea or brace for impact.
Well,
Happy.
where I'm at, I'm bracing with impact with my
Happy?
dog. I'm like
Happy jumping into the sea or bracing for impact?
Am I not blind still?
Yes. So you don't even know that it's happening. So let's ignore you. Dim glow. Bracing
Not
for
necessarily
impact.
blind. You're just having trouble seeing. So
I'm
Well,
blind.
right, put it this way, right, Happy. Okay, you're going to get the choice because someone's going to yell, oh shit, we're going to crash into the harbour. We're going to crash into the harbour. So, at this point, do you try to brace for impact or do you jump into the sea?
I think I would just grab onto the closest thing, because I think moving about when you can't see where you're going is a very bad idea as well, because I'm just going to end up falling into a fucking pothole in the middle of the ship.
Dim glow. Do you brace for impact or jump into the sea?
How far are we from the harbor? Like,
It's
how
about to crash into the harbour. You're 50 feet away.
So, I am going to embrace Atom and I will swim into its irradiated waters.
So you're going to jump into the sea. Turok, are you going to brace for impact or jump into the sea?
I'm gonna brace an impact where I'm at.
And Brock, are you going to brace for impact or jump into the
yeah,
sea?
he's definitely gonna brace for impact.
Okay. So,
Grab my dog. Go. "Urgh!"
so
Do you want me to move anywhere for that?
no,
or-
no. I'm just trying to think how exactly I'm going to word this. So, you can all gain 500 experience points for completing the third act of Last But Not Least, which will put everybody on level 7. And as 3 of you brace for impact, and Dim Glow, you dive into Atom's embrace of the radiated sea. We'll cut scene there, and that's where we'll end Last
Awesome.
But Not Least.
Nice.
I hope you enjoyed that.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
That's where
So
we
we're
will
on the
end it.
setback.
So we cut scene with Dim Glow diving into the water, the rest of you bracing for impact, and we'll find out exactly what happens next at the start of your next session.
That's great.
Well done, boys. That was quite a tough one, actually. I think the first bit you kind of steamrolled it, but then the second bit was nice and tough. I think I got the balance quite nice on that one, actually.
Stuff.
I'm very happy with that. I'm happy with that. Did you enjoy it, everybody?
Oh yeah.
Time.
Hope so. We'll talk about that after the session. We're going to obviously talk in Discord about what you're going to be doing
Oh yeah.
about the loot and stuff, because the ship's about to crash. That will all be taken care of later, but I will sign us out. So I'll thank you all for playing, guys. It's been a fun one from start to finish, the 3 sessions. I've really enjoyed
yeah.
this. I can't wait to show you what's going to happen next for you guys. Chris, thanks for streaming us to Twitch. Appreciate it. Everyone on Twitch watching, thank you very much. Make sure to head over to the RxOliver YouTube channel to catch the final VODs and plus all the other games I produce that Chris is not in. So yes, Chris, thanks for that. Viewers, thanks for that. And Max, Jeff, and David, thanks for playing, guys. And viewers on YouTube later, thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you very soon for the next adventure in this Tales from the Commonwealth series. I'm RxOliver. These Wastelanders are my friends. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Goodbye. Have a beautiful time.